HCN Sports presents the High School Game of the Week, featuring the best in local prep sports from around the county. Brought to you by Harford Cable Network, your county connection.
Welcome to High School Sports on the Harford Cable Network. I'm Don Morrison. It's week number 10 and it's championship night at Aberdeen High School. The Aberdeen Eagles hosting their arch rivals, the Havre de Grace Warriors. Aberdeen 5-0, Havre de Grace 4-1. John Brooks, the coach of Havre de Grace, the winner tonight, is the champion of the Susquehanna division of the Yuckback.
Yeah, it's just add a little bit more to the rival that we have here. Give the kids a little bit more to shoot for, and it's going to be a fun night.
And, of course, John, anytime Havre de Grace and Aberdeen, you don't really need anything to play for because the records are out the window anyhow.
No, we could play without any fans here, so it's going to be a good and fun night for us.
But it's great that you were just 3 weeks ago, you were left for dead. Your team struggling along. You win 3 games in a row, 4 out of 5, and now you can win tonight and win the championship. That's a great position to be in.
Oh, yeah, we're in charge of our own destiny. I was trying to enforce it to the kids to keep playing hard because, it's a lot of season left. And, we lost a couple of tough games and we fought hard, and now we're in a position to actually get into the playoffs.
And, John, I remember you telling me early in the year, you said wait till the second half of the season. We think we could be a good football team in the second half, and that's what's happened.
Yeah, we just had to work on a few little kinks, get our system running and get the kids, used to what we're doing, and it's paying off.
Especially your receivers. It seems like that Cody was throwing the ball well. Cody Holliday, your quarterback, but your receivers weren't catching. Now they're catching the ball.
Yeah, don't jinx us, though.
Oh.
But yeah, they've been catching lately. We've had problems with the drops, and we've been working hard in practice, and they're looking the ball in, so hopefully we'll continue to catch the ball.
Nice chilly night here, a good night for football.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. It's a great night for football.
And, of course, the field, which rained all day yesterday, but it looks like the field as I walk it, except in a couple of spots, is in real good shape.
Oh, yeah, it's great. It drained well. I was kind of worried about that. Actually, our biggest thing was the wind because we like to throw. So the wind's calm and the field's okay, so we're looking for a good night.
And here's a team, Aberdeen, that last week threw the ball 1 time. I think you probably expect they're going to run the ball at you.
I don't know. I think he'll put it up somewhat on. They've had success in the past throwing, but we are trying to make them pass some more than run, yeah.
Healthy-wise, you're in good shape tonight?
Yeah, we're okay. We're always okay health-wise.
Now, if you win tonight, can you get in the playoffs?
Yes, we'll be in. We'll be in for a win, yes.
With a loss, you will not be?
We'll need some help from other people. So, like I said, we're in charge of our own destiny, so, we're trying to make the best of that and just win.
And Cody Holliday leading the league in interceptions, also a great passer as well. He has to be the key to your ball club.
Oh, yeah, he's a quarterback out there on offense and defense. He's a leader vocally,
Ladies and gentlemen,
and everyone listens to him, and he's doing a great job.
John Brooks, thank you so much for stopping by, and good luck to you tonight.
All right, thanks a lot.
That's John Brooks, the coach of the Havre de Grace Warriors. We're going to come back and talk to Coach Joe Harbert of the Aberdeen Eagles in just a moment.
Escorted by his mother.
Well, we're getting close to kickoff time right now, and you can tell behind us, Joe Harbert, a lot of excitement going on. It's senior night here. What's that mean for these kids?
It's a great atmosphere.
Giovanni Gonzalez,
Playing Havre de Grace, senior night, all the implications that are on the line here. It's going to be a fun night.
We talked about the winner is the Susquehanna Division winner, and the winner probably will go to the playoffs. The loser is in second place and may not go to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's another reason why it's pretty exciting. We kind of control our destiny right here. Both teams do. We're both in a very similar situation. Our kids are pretty excited about it. I know Havre de Grace is. I talked to Coach Brooks. Should be a good game.
Now, Coach Harbert, a couple of weeks ago, this team, Havre de Grace, going nowhere at all, but they've won 3 straight to put themselves in this position.
They're playing really well right now. Cody Holliday has done a great job. They've done a good job up front blocking. Boykin at running back is really a strong runner, real shifty, and his receivers have done a good job getting open and catching the ball. And defensively, they just play stingy defense, which is typical Havre de Grace.
And that seems to be the key. Their receivers are now catching the ball. Early in the year, Cody was putting the ball there, but they weren't catching it.
Yeah, they were young, and they're young, and they're developing, and that's where you expect them to be by the time they get to the 10th week of the season.
Now, Joe, last week you threw the ball 1 time all game long. Do we expect you to run the ball tonight, or could we see the ball going up a little more?
we need to open it up a little bit more, and it comes in, getting good line protection. Both sides, we were running the ball pretty well. We actually threw it 4 times, but we only had 1 completion.
Okay.
We've thrown the ball a little bit more successfully earlier in the season than we have the last few weeks. We need to pick and choose our points to throw, but I think we'll throw the ball a little bit more, and the wind's kind of died down, which will help us out there too.
I was going to say, great night for football. The weather has dried out this field, the wind, and so the field's in great shape. It's going to be cold tonight, but that's football weather.
This is playoff football weather. That's what I told him. It's not like it's in August, but everybody has a chance in August. Come the beginning of November, not very many teams have this chance, and both of us have the opportunity tonight, so it should be a good one.
And, of course, Joe, you had the magic season last year. You went all the way, won the state title, came from behind in that tremendous ball game down at M&T Bank Stadium. I know that has to be in the back of your mind, but this is the night that you've got to make it happen tonight.
Yeah, we told the kids to get to that point. Tonight's going to set the tone. We got to come out, play 48 minutes. We haven't done that the last 2 weeks, so it's kind of the challenge has been put to them to come out and play for 48 minutes.
Should be an exciting ball game, Coach. The best of luck to you.
Thank you.
That's Coach Joe Harbert of the Aberdeen Eagles. We're going to come back in just a couple of moments with the kickoff. Exciting game tonight. Havre Grace versus Aberdeen. Anytime they get together, it is a war on the field. Tonight should be a special night.
Escorted by his parents, Joseph.
Oh, no. Bonsai Cat is attacking the village. Mighty Bonsai Cat is stalking before the final kill. We'll never get out of here alive if he sees us. We'll never escape in time. Ah! Medic! Medic! Is this the end of civilization? Mighty Bonsai Cat waits no more! Ah! With one flick of the tail, it's all over! Colonel, where's that airstrike order? The bombers are useless against Bonsai Cat.
Think of all the fun you can have with an adopted pet. Contact your local shelter or pet adoption center.
Welcome to Aberdeen High School. Hey, Mark Busminski. Tonight's what it's all about. You've got 2 teams that really like each other. It's not like they hate each other. They're neighborhood rivals. These kids know each other, but it's all on the line tonight. Not only is the Susquehanna Division Championship, but the chance to get into the playoffs. You win tonight, you're probably in the playoffs. You lose, you'll probably stay home next week.
Yeah, both teams basically control their own destiny tonight. Win and remain, and lose and go home. I mean, the playoffs are at stake here for both teams tonight. Havre Grace with the 1A and Aberdeen with in the 2A region. Both teams basically control their own fate at the end of tonight's game. And it's a nice, cool, crisp night. Field looks like it's in pretty good shape, Don, and a little bit of a couple puddles out there that want to probably stay away. But both teams, I know, are psyched for this game. This is always a good game every year.
Yeah, we walked the field before the game started, and the field is in good shape. You may see a puddle or 2 out there, but otherwise it's in good shape. The Eagles dressed in their blue home uniforms with the gold trim. Havre Grace in the white uniforms with the maroon helmets and the maroon trim. And it looks like the Warriors will be receiving. They'll be going from our left to our right, checking out the wind, trying to see where that flag is, Mark. The wind blowing, it looks like it's blowing maybe cross field right toward us.
Right into our face.
Which is not a good thing since we're up on top of the booth here. Our accommodations a little bit chilly tonight, but good nonetheless.
It's a little chilly, but, we'll make do. It's football weather, Don.
Absolutely. Back deep for Havre Grace in receiving formation. It looks like number 13, that's Lamar Clayton. He's on the far side, and 5, Steve Boykin on the near side. Kicking off for Aberdeen. That's Jamal McDonald, and he meets the ball, meets it well, goes down to about the 7-yard line, and here comes Clayton with the ball. He's going to be wrapped up and taken down as he crosses the 20-yard line. The Warriors will put the ball in play 1st and 10 at the 20. Mark, we expect to see the ball in the air for Havre Grace. They're a throwing football team.
Yeah, Corey Holliday has done a tremendous job. Once his receivers got into the system, we're able to finally start catching the ball for him. I mean, they've been very, very good throwing team. So it will be a challenge to see how Aberdeen's going to be able to defend this passing game of Havre Grace.
I formation for Havre Grace, a 1 wide receiver to the far side, tight end on the near side. Boykin is the deep back. And he gets the ball on 1st down. No, Holliday fakes it, has a man open. If he can hit him, on a flag goes down. The pass interference is going to be called against Avery Willie down there in the deep formation looking to try to catch the ball.
Yeah, that was probably a pretty good call. And,
it was, yeah. That was Travis Brown, by the way, the sophomore. What a great fake by Holiday, too. He put the ball in Boykin's gut, took it out, and threw the ball, and it looked like that Brown may have had a chance to catch that ball.
Well, they're trying to catch Aberdeen in that cover 3, it looked like, and they caught him off guard because they were in a double tight situation there with just one receiver in that route, and they just did a play-action pass, and their linebackers bit and left it basically a man on one-on-one coverage. Let me go over the referees for tonight. Head referees Jim Clark, umpires Greg Sarabo, linesman Kevin Glover, line judge Elton Battle, and back judges Denny Emmel. Those are our officials for tonight's game.
Boy, the Warriors are going to have to be playing right in that big mud puddle right there. They're going to have to be careful not to slip and lose the ball. Holiday, the quarterback.
Yeah, in this area you want to make sure you control the ball. But you can see they're playing a cover 3 still.
Boykin with the ball, coming to the near side. Gets a couple of yards and goes out of bounds. Maybe across that 40-yard line up to about the 42. Make it second down now as they picked up the first down on the penalty. Second and about 7. The Warriors started this drive back on their 22. They got that pass interference penalty that drove them up to just about the 40. Now they have the ball at the 42.
That's going to be the key to Havre de Grace, just try to keep Aberdeen defense out of tempo. And, if they're showing 8 men in the box, they may want to stretch the field on them.
And Holiday's the man to do it. Up back in a very short formation. Looks like number 23, Alex Wolverton. That's Holiday. He's left-handed, remember. Flag goes down. Holiday on his feet. There may be a hold penalty coming up, and down he goes at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's going to be a holding penalty. Boy, he's got some shifty feet. Holiday does. He's got good feet.
And he's a big kid, too. Cody Holiday's 6'3", 190 pounds. Remember, he was the caddy last year for Sean West. He stood around and watched Sean play. And, I talked to Cody, and Cody said, hey, he didn't mind it at all. He learned a lot last year.
And he had a good teacher, basically, because he's gotten off to a is he a senior?
He is a senior, yeah.
He's, he's closing out a senior year with pretty good numbers.
And he leads the league on defense in interceptions, too, Mark. So besides being a great quarterback, that penalty takes them back 10 yards. It's going to take them all the way back to the 26-yard line. Actually, that was a 15-yard penalty they charged them with. It'll make it second down, about 25 yards to go. They've got to get all the way up almost to the 50-yard line. The ball resting at the 25. Second down and about 25 to go. Without a fake, Holiday. Now he puts the ball in the belly of Boykin. Boykin looking for a break. Breaks one tackle. And it's going to be hemmed in and taken down. That's Jackson who comes in and makes the tackle for Aberdeen.
There's a little draw there, and Aberdeen looked like they had him in a backfield, and Boykin was able to wiggle out of there and get a little bit of a gain out of it. But Aberdeen defended it well.
I said Jackson. It was actually Don Jacobs, number 27, in to make the tackle. Another loss of a couple that'll put the ball back to the 22-yard line. That's right where the drive started, back at the 22. Facing now a third down and a long way to go, about 27 yards for the first down.
Yeah, Aberdeen's basically, they're just running a basically 5-2 with a monster back rolled up.
Holiday being rushed. He's going to be hit, and down he goes in his own defensive backfield. That's Cam Stokes who comes in and makes the tackle. Stokes came in from his nose guard position and knocked Holiday down. Another loss of about 6. Take it back to the 15-yard line.
Aberdeen's getting a good push on the offensive line against Havre de Grace offensive. Their defensive line's getting great penetration.
Should get good field position, too. Holiday is the punter. He's averaging only about 28 yards a punt this season.
And he's just kicking into a really tricky wind here.
Jacobson Willie, high pass, gets it off, but it's going to be a low wobbly kick. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, the 40 of the Warriors. And so Havre de Grace will be in great, Aberdeen will be in great field position with the ball, 1st and 10, 9:52 left in the first period.
Yeah, Aberdeen has great field position right now.
Sometimes you want to give the ball to the opponent and let them see if they can get yards against you or see if you can stop them in their own territory. That's what Aberdeen was able to do. They'll have the ball really at the 38-yard line of Haverty Grace.
Now, Aberdeen's forte is just to run and grind the ball out. They're not really they passed the ball earlier in the year, but lately they haven't been throwing the ball much. I think last week they threw the ball, what, 4 times?
4 times, completed one out of
pass.
4. Inside handoff. That's Willie. No, check it. It's Jacobs with the ball. Jacobs will go across the 35-yard line to about the 34.
Now, is that Avery Willie or Jacobs?
I think it was Jacobs who ran the ball. Willie is number 2.
Oh, okay.
Jacobs is 27. Jacobs coming on the field, so it wasn't Jacobs. It was Willie running the ball that time. Avery Willie, all of them are good runners. 820 yards for Avery Willie, 663 yards for Jacobs, and quarterback Anthony Hill, he has 411 yards himself. Second down, about 5 to go. That's Jacobs with the ball. He's got the first down and more around that side, all the way down to the 20-yard line. First down for Aberdeen.
It's a good play. A nice sweep there, toss sweep to the bench of Haverty Grace. He had great blockers. He read his blocks and set it up and was able to make a gain of almost 15 yards.
Give you that starting offensive lineup for Aberdeen. At tackle, Alex Vaughn, 75. The guard, 65, Adam Smith. The center is Brian Leffridge, 55. 54 is the guard. That's Cameron Stokes. And 68, Jeremy Walker, the starting lineup for the Aberdeen offensive line. High backfield. Hill pitches it back. That's Willie with the ball. Cuts it back inside. One man to beat. Still on his feet. Down near the 5-yard line and finally taken down. And a flag goes down. A little fisticuffs down here on the near side. That's going to cost Haverty Grace again because it's always the one that is seen right in front of the official.
Yeah, that'll move it half the distance.
Willie, with a great run that time, was finally taken down as he got to the 5-yard line. Here comes a replay of that play you may see. Willie following his blocks, cuts it back inside. Finally going to be taken off his feet. Now you won't see the penalty. It occurred here on the near side after the play was over.
Well, it's a dead ball, so if it's against both sides, then ball will remain where it is.
Yeah, let's see what the officials do. There's Kenny Hunter of Haverty Grace and Aberdeen's Richard Fortin. Sort of got in each other's face and said a few words, and then some pushes occurred, and it looks like it's going to cost Aberdeen. They're going to back the Eagles back unless they just back the Eagles back and then bring them back in. No, they're going to say it was a unsportsmanlike penalty against Aberdeen. No, and there it is. It's the double penalty. The officials just want to get a little exercise out there, Mark.
Keep them warm.
They're going to put the ball down at the 10. It actually looked like it was at the 5 where Willie got the ball to.
I don't understand that.
I don't either. It looks like they lost 5 yards on the penalty. It'll be second down. They're saying 2nd and 9, although the 2nd and 1 it is. 2nd and about a half yard. That's Jacobs, but he's going to be hit in his own backfield, and down he goes. He will not pick up the first down.
I just don't understand that call because what happened, it was a dead ball foul. The ball was already spotted. It's already was a first down. I don't know why they're...
I don't either. I missed that one entirely. They got the ball to the 5. If anything, it should be at the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Great defensive play by Gerald Ringgold on that play, and it brings up a 3rd down, still 3rd and a couple of inches, maybe a foot now. He lost about a half yard.
This is 4th down territory here for Aberdeen. They're going to just go for it.
Hill, the quarterback. He gives to Willie. Willie's going to be hit in his own backfield, and he's going down. He's losing 2 yards. What a stand by the Warriors. Great job defensively there by 32 Mike Powell. Comes in and makes the tackle.
Yeah, they're getting, Haverty Grace defensive line is getting great penetration. They're doing some game stunts up there, and they're able to get through there into the backfield and reestablish the line of scrimmage.
Boy, if the Warriors can stop them here, Mark, this will be a great momentum shift for Haverty Grace.
Oh, this will be a big stop. There's no doubt about it.
Flanking out here to the near side. Here's the play, the big one. That's Jacobs. He's looking for the first down. He will not get it. Down he goes. Cody Holliday with the tackle. It'll be Havre de Grace football.
What a defensive stand by Havre de Grace, and they bent and did not break, and they were able to come up with a big stop inside the 10-yard line or right outside the 10-yard line to get the ball back.
That is just amazing. I mean, Aberdeen had second down and inches after that penalty. Couldn't get anything on third down and couldn't get anything on fourth down either. Three great plays by Havre de Grace.
What a stingy defense they showed. I mean, that is a very tough, hard-nosed defensive stand by the Warriors.
7 minutes, 23 seconds left here in the first period. No score. Holliday, the quarterback, looking for his man. Has his man complete, but he's going to, nope, he drops the ball. Wasn't going to go anywhere very far anyhow. Pass to Paul Robinson. Robinson unable to corral it.
They're going to give him as a catch, about 3 yards.
Oh, really? They're going to say he caught the ball. Gosh,
Yeah.
It didn't look like he held the ball long enough, but they are going to give him the catch. That's why my eyes need to be checked. I'm going to get new glasses for Christmas. That's what I'm going to ask for. I could have sworn he dropped that football.
Maybe we get you some new eyes.
We need a replay on that one. No. He caught the ball and did gain 3 yards. That was a long pass across field, showing Holliday's arm strength. Boykin, the deep back, he gets the ball off the left side. He gets the first down and more. He could go down that left sideline. Look at him go. He's at the 40-yard line. Jacobs will finally catch him and take him down at the 25-yard line. A gain of about 55 yards on that run by Jacobs around that left side.
What a great job by Boykin.
Check it by Boykin, thank you.
Boykin to read the outside.
Here comes a replay on it. Just a simple little pitch play.
It's just an off tackle basically, and he bounced. He saw and bubbled to the outside, and there was no contain, and he was able to get outside on that.
Jacobs with a great speed catches him and knocks him down, but not until he gets to about the 23-yard line. What a play by Havre de Grace, and right now the Warriors are taking it to Aberdeen. Drive started way back on the 12-yard line, the big 55-yard run by Boykin, Steve Boykin. Still with the ball, Holliday has his man complete down the left sideline. That's Josh Uphold. Out of bounds he goes at about the 12-yard line, good enough for a first down.
What great play-action fake by Holliday there, and getting Boykin out of the backfield. I mean, he used a play-action and just did a slip route right out of the backfield to the underneath to the flat, and was able to pick up a first down.
Josh Uphold, the sophomore, making the catch and picking up the first down just about at the 12, 13-yard line. First and 10. Havre de Grace driving, 6-10. No score so far, but the Warriors with the momentum. Gerald Ringgold, the up back. Steve Boykin, the deep back. Holliday, the quarterback. Tight formation. That's Boykin. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. No gain on first down. Fourth play of the drive. It started back at the 12-yard line of Havre de Grace off that great defensive stand. And Mark, that defensive stand, I think, is what really buoyed their spirits, along with Boykin's big run.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you can stop a team inside their own red zone on 4th and inches,
amazing.
That's a big stop, and that's a momentum changer. So Mother Mo is definitely on Warriors' side right now.
We are at Aberdeen High School. It's senior night at Aberdeen, but right now it's Havre de Grace. Their arch rivals just 3 miles up the road on Route 40. Second down, 10 yards to go. Still with the ball, Holliday looking into the end zone. Hunter, incomplete. Good defensive play by Avery Willie right in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, it was a good play by Willie. It's going to bring up third down and 3rd and 10 because they can get a first down inside the 5-yard line.
Third down and 10 yards to go, right the key play here. Of course, as you know, it is 4th down territory. Whether you want to try to kick the field goal or not, it's a risky proposition. We don't have Shane West on the field anymore. If Shane West were out there like he was last year at Havre de Grace, it would be a sure thing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Third down, high backfield again. It's Ringgold, it's Boykin. Timeout for Havre de Grace. The Warriors want to talk about it. They don't want to risk the opportunity now that they're this close.
No, you want to make sure, and it's a good use of a timeout by Coach Brooks to get out there and make sure. I think he wanted to see what Aberdeen's defense was going to show. Let's see. It's going to be a matter of minds here of seeing what Coach Riley, the defensive coordinator for Aberdeen, and Coach Brooks calling the offense for Havre de Grace, see who's going to win this battle right here.
Give you that starting offensive line for Havre de Grace. Tyler Hopkins, 66 at tackle. Sean Carlson, 56 at guard. Jose Castro is the center, number 77. Andrew Jobs, number 76, is a guard. And Grant Steelman, number 69. And here's a story, a freshman just brought up from the JV, playing the right tackle position for Havre de Grace.
Oh, he must be able to do the job because they're giving Holiday decent protection right now.
6-play drive started way back at the 12-yard line of the Havre de Grace Warriors. The big 55-yard run by Steve Boykin. That put them in position. First down pass from Holiday to Uphold, and now it is 3rd down and 10. The ball resting at about the 12-yard line. They've got to get down to just about the 3 for the first down. Here's Holiday. Being rushed, gets it off, short to Hunter.
Yeah, he's short on that ball and threw it off his back foot and couldn't get anything on it. And
good pressure by that defensive line by Aberdeen.
They were coming, but if he was able to plant that back foot and transfer his body weight, he might be able to get a little bit more on that ball.
Looks like they are going to send in the field goal unit. That would bring in Uphold.
His assistants Alonzo Rod, Mark Legge, and Steve Morris. Statistician Jim Allen.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. It looks like Holiday. No, Holiday in the shotgun formation now. 4th down and 10. The ball at the 12. Holiday being pressured, hit, and down he goes, and Aberdeen will take over. Great defensive job by Aberdeen, just as Havre de Grace had done the defensive job before.
Oh, wow. Both teams have stopped inside their red zone. This is going to be a defensive battle.
Cody Holiday sacked by a plethora.
Be offensive battles from 20 to 20. Inside the 20s, it's going to be a defensive showdown, it looks like, Don.
They're going to put the ball down at just about the 22-yard line. It was a loss of about 9 on that 4th down play. Holiday never had a chance. The swarming blue defense of Aberdeen
from the 23-yard line.
On top of him. And now let's see what the Eagles do. Is see if, as you like to comment, Mother Mo, let's see if she changes sides again.
Yeah, that was a big stand for Aberdeen. I mean, they matched each other.
Anthony Hill, the quarterback, hands it off inside. Nothing happened in there. Good job by that Havre de Grace defense.
Well, their defensive line is Havre de Grace defensive line is very impressive. How they're pressure reading and shuffling right down the line. They are not giving anything on that line of scrimmage.
Andrew Jobs, Tyler Hopkins, Sean Carlson, and Kenny Hunter. You know, it's kind of interesting. This Havre de Grace team, 22 players, I should say 11 players playing 22 positions. All of them go both ways.
Well, they have been known for being able to do wonders with the small numbers that they get out. And
that's Willie. He's got the first down. Avery Willie across the 35-yard line to about the 37.
I can still remember going coaching against Tom Marin, and he was carrying a roster of 15 kids by the end of the season and still able to do it. And it just shows the quality of athletes that Havre de Grace gets.
Avery Willie on that run for the first down. Willie averages 6.3 yards per carry, and get this, 11 touchdowns this season so far for the senior. First down and 10, the ball resting at the 37-yard line for Aberdeen. No score if you just tuned in. Hill was still the ball. Flag goes down, and that's usually where you see a hold. Came way back from the back judge. I think this one's coming back. Holding is the call against Aberdeen. 4 minutes exactly left here in the first period. No score. A battle for supremacy, not only in the Susquehanna division of the Upback, but also to find out which of these two teams will go to the playoff. If Aberdeen loses, they'll be 6-4. Actually, let me tell you what they'll really be. Aberdeen will be 7-3 if they win. And that'll put them in I should say if they lose, that'll put them in a very precarious position about getting into the playoffs. If Havre de Grace wins, they'll be 6-4, and that should get them into the playoffs. They lose at 5-5, no chance they'll be in.
Yeah, I don't see them getting in at 5-5 with some of the teams that are in this league.
6-4, they will get in.
Yes.
And of course, that would be a 4-game fumble in but it comes right back to Willie. He's not going anywhere with it.
What a lucky bounce.
Hill tried to pitch it out. He was hit just as he pitched. That ball, as you said, Mark, hit the ground and bounced right up to Willie just like it was a shortstop.
It just came right up to him. Perfect.
Let me try this again with the records. Havre de Grace comes in at 5-4 overall and 4-1 in the league. A win, of course, they're 5-1 in the Susquehanna division, and they'll win based on the head-to-head competition against Aberdeen, which would be 5-1. A win for Aberdeen. They're 8-2 and 6-0.
Second and 20, Aberdeen from their own 29-yard line.
Second down, a long way to go. A loss of about 6 on that play. Willie with the ball. He breaks it cleanly. Holiday finally takes him down as he crosses the 45.
Nice run by Willie. I mean, he was a little counter there, trap play. He was able to pick up.
Looks like about 15 yards on the play.
Yeah.
He got back that loss and then some on the penalty. That'll bring up a third down and a long 3. They've got to get up to the 48 for the first down. Hill comes in with the play.
It looks like Havre de Grace is playing like a 5-man front. They're normally playing like a 4-4-3. Now they look like they're playing a 5-3 with the man coverage. They're cover 3 because I guess they know that Aberdeen's really not going to throw the ball much.
Big third down here. Inside handoff. He's got the first down. That's Jacobs. Jacobs crosses the 50-yard line down to about the 46-yard line. Big blocking in there by Aberdeen. Jeremy Walker, Adam Smith, Brian Leffridge, Cam Stokes, and Alex Bond. They opened the hole and got the first down. 5-play drive started back at the 22-yard line for Aberdeen. They're now in Havre de Grace territory. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in the first period. No score, nothing at Aberdeen.
And that clock is official. It's the official clock.
Hill, the quarterback. In motion is Willie from the near to the far. The pitch back to Jacobs. He's hemmed in, cuts it back inside, gets good yardage, or I should say short yardage on first down. Tackle made as he cut it back. That was made by Alex Wolverton. Wolverton, the senior 5'7", 145-pound linebacker. Neither of these teams, Mark, are real big this year. Aberdeen last year was much bigger along the line.
Oh yeah, they were one of the biggest teams around. I mean, throughout the state, I would say, as far as their line and skill positions. I mean, they were just loaded.
Again, that double wingback formation. Willie in motion. That's Jacobs again. He breaks free. Is taken down on a one-arm tackle by Gerald Ringgold. Ringgold got his jersey, or else Jacobs could have been gone.
Yeah, I thought he was going to break that, and he just his leg gave out from him. His knee hit the ground. Was not able to break out of that tackle.
First down run for Jacobs. 1st and 10 for Aberdeen. They started way back at their 22. Boy, this has been a situation where the teams have marched up and down the field, but as you said, in the red zone, they haven't been able to convert.
Well, Coach Harbor may have to stretch the field vertically here to try to.
Pitch back, fumble. It's still loose. Havre de Grace will get the football. The Warriors recover. Recovered by Trey Smith, number 30, the junior 5'10", 180-pounder.
That was
mishandled pitch.
That was a mishandled pitch, and I think their pitch relationship was very.
Here's a replay on this as well. Jamal Green was the young man who tried to get the pitch. Let's see what happened.
I think their pitch relationship was a little bit too close.
Down Havre de Grace from their 47-yard line.
Yeah, it was off. Their pitch relationship was way off.
Also, Alex Wolverton, 23, was in there to mess up the pitch. Just as Hill tried to pitch the ball, Wolverton tackled him. He pitched it before Green was ready to get it, and the fumble recovery is made by Havre de Grace. They'll take over at their 46. Inside handoff, good yardage.
Just a little counter coming back, like a wide receiver counter coming back.
That's Lamar Clayton. He picks up about 9 yards on first down.
Nice little play there.
First time we've seen Havre de Grace run that play.
45-yard line.
Going to be very close to a first down. Second down, about a half yard to go. Inside Eagle territory now, down at the 45-yard line, inside the 45.
Yeah, Havre de Grace is showing a typical, that's an offset pro formation there.
Holiday to throw, has his man. It's complete. That's Clayton. He's got the first down, spinning for more inside the 40. First down, Haverty Grace. Cody Holiday has one of those arms that he doesn't have to wind up and throw. He just flicks the ball, and it's there in a moment.
He's got very good skill out there. I mean, he's able to when he gets his hips into the ball and is able to step through and follow through, he's able to get a good release and good speed on the ball.
6'3", 190 pounds. A timeout's going to be called. Nope, that's the end of the first period. No score now as we end the first period. Haverty Grace driving. It's been a situation where Haverty Grace, or actually first Aberdeen, drove down. Looked like they had the first down inside the 5-yard line. Mark, you and I are both puzzled about that penalty where we thought that they had the first down, and the dead ball penalty going both ways ended up, it looked like Haverty Grace gained 5 yards, and in the process, Aberdeen didn't get the first down.
Well, that play was definitely after the ball was down, and they were beyond the first down marker. It was a dead ball foul. It should have been a first down. I just don't know what they called on the field. It's tough. We don't have those mics for them to call, but that's puzzling. You're right. It is a puzzling call.
Yeah, if I'm the Eagles up here in the booth, I've got to be able to tell Joe Harbert that, wait a minute, they cheated us out of 5 yards in the first down. We'll have to try to find out at halftime exactly what that call was. From my eyes and from what I can see up here, it looked like Aberdeen got a bad break on that exchange of penalties.
I would agree.
Anyhow, Haverty Grace was able to stop them. Aberdeen still had a second down and a half-yard to go. They couldn't get it on second, third, or fourth down. So give Haverty Grace credit for taking the ball away. Then the Warriors drove the ball all the way down, and they couldn't score. Aberdeen drove it down, they fumbled it, and now Haverty Grace is driving the ball. Still no score, but lots of action.
Yeah, both teams seem to be moving the balls from the 20 to 20. It's inside the 20s to the goal line that they're unable to do anything with the ball.
First down and 10 now for Haverty Grace. The ball at the 37-yard line. Holiday being chased. He's going to be hit. He shakes away 2 or 3 tacklers and finally taken out of bounds just about at the line of scrimmage. Boy, Holiday shows great patience and great quickness of those feet as well.
But the key to both of these offenses is when you're inside that 20, you've got to be able to execute and put points on the board. And I don't think either team is going to be able to kick the field goals tonight to score the points. So we're going to see a lot of fourth down tries if they're inside the red zone and they're unable to put it in the first three tries.
That's Travis Brown you see flanked here to the near side. 1 back, actually 2 backs behind Holiday. Second down, about 11 yards to go. Holiday to throw. Being rushed. Throws it back to the near side, but not ready to catch the ball with Steve Boykin. Cam Stokes very kindly reaches down and picks up Cody Holiday after he planted him at the 50-yard line.
That play was set up, but it was slow developing on the side of the running backs and his linemen. The linemen were out there, but the running back didn't look back in time. He's got to get out there.
And Holiday didn't have time to wait because he was being pressured.
Yeah, they had good pressure on him.
Third down, 11, the ball at the 47-yard line. They've got to get down inside the 30 to about the 29 for the first down. Handoff, that's Boykin. Swings it to the near side. He's going to be hemmed in, and down he goes. Good job by Aberdeen. Looked like number 75, Alex Bond, was there to make the tackle. That'll bring up a fourth down, a gain of only a yard, 4th down and 9.
It was a good play by Bond, stretching that play to the sideline and allowing the corner to come up and hem him in. And Boykin was unable to split him, and they were able to make the tackle for a very short, if any, gain.
Jamal McDonald also in the tackle, and Holiday will be in apparently to punt. Now remember, Holiday is the quarterback. What do you think, Mark? Fake coming up here?
That would be a good place to do it. I mean, you're on your side of the field. This would be a perfect time to fake.
High snap. It is a fake. McDonald, he's going to be hit, and down he goes. The play made by James Boupierre. Number 4, James Boupierre makes the tackle. And so instead of getting good field position against Aberdeen, Aberdeen gets the good field position on the botched snap was high, and that play was never going to make it.
No, because Aberdeen lined up and they backed out of their punt rush or their rush from the corners, and they went back into coverage, it looked like. So I think they disguised it well and was able to make the sack on the quarterback.
Ball right at the 50-yard line. Inside handoff. Good surge by that Aberdeen line all the way down to about the 45 on first down.
We have not seen Aberdeen throw the ball yet.
They threw it 4 times last week. I talked to Coach Harbert before the game started, and he said, you know, we need to diversify. We need to throw the ball a little bit more. But so far they haven't.
He's going to have to, especially if they go on to win this game, he's going to have some sort of a passing game in order to compete in the playoffs.
Double wing formation. Jacobs, that's Willie in motion. Just as we said, here's the pass. It's going to be complete down that near sideline.
That's a little wheel route to the fullback or running back out of the backfield. And if you remember the game, state championship game, that's the play right there that Stokes scored on last year to put them ahead in a championship game. That's just a little wheel route that they use. And he used it at an opportune time. He's got to go vertical on this team and move that ball down the field.
That was Jamal Green. Here's the replay on that. Green makes the catch. Holiday takes him down, but not before he gets the first down inside the 30-yard line. That's Jacob. That's Willie with the ball. Willie could go. He's going to score. Avery Willie scores from 26 yards out, and Aberdeen breaks on top. No flags on the field. The Eagles jump on top 6-0, 9:19 left here in the half.
And that was a great block by number 65, Adam Smith, who was downfield blocking, and he picked off one of the secondary men to open up and allow Avery to get to the for the touchdown and scored points.
4-play drive, actually a 5-play drive, going a total of 50 yards. The last 26, Avery Willie around the right side, cutting it back inside.
Great execution there.
Attempting the extra point, that's Jamal McDonald, and the kick is good. And so Aberdeen now leads by 7-0, making the just about capacity crowd here tonight on senior night, on band night. Great tradition they have in Aberdeen where they invite all the elementary schools to come up and they play here before the game. And now here come the footballs being thrown into the stands.
Come on, Don, you got to be ready to catch one.
I'm ready. Let's see if they got the arm. No, come on. Get it up here. We can catch. Fire that thing up here. No, they're not going to get it here. I wouldn't want to embarrass myself anyhow. Maybe Melissa could catch one, though.
I think their arms are hurting them, Don. We got to get in there and show them.
Yeah. They didn't even make it halfway up the stands there. Come on now. Well, Aberdeen breaks on top, 7-0. Now let's see if the Warriors can come back and regain the momentum. Big chance they took on that fake punt, and it turned out not to be good for them, obviously. McDonald with the kick. Coming down to Boykin on the near side at the 10-yard line. Flag goes down.
Going to be offsides on the special teams of Aberdeen there.
Looked like McDonald was doing some sort of a little fake-a-rooney where he was acting like he was tying his shoe, and then when the referee looked the other way, up he came and hit the ball.
That's a new word, fake-a-rooney?
Fake-a-rooney, yeah.
All right, that's the word of the year, Don.
Yeah, let me write that down, fake-a-rooney. We're checking to see if that's in the dictionary. I don't think it is, but we just
play
made
Scrabble.
it up.
That'd be a good one for
that
Scrabble.
That'd be like maybe a 20-point word. Fake-a-rooney. Oh, my. And now they're going to bring the ball back down and put it just about in that mud puddle. So let's see if Mr. McDonald can hit the ball nearly as well as he did the other time.
I think McDonald's fake-a-rooney is called off this play.
Yeah, he's going to just do the regular old play. He hits a line shot. It's going to come down and bounce by Lamar Clayton. Clayton picks it up and now gives it instead to Boykin. Boykin looking for some place to go, and the only place he's going is down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, a little confusion there. And you see more and more of those line drive kicks. And you like the coverage kicks, but I tell you, those line drive kicks are hard to handle. And the ball squirting around, that gives your coverage team still enough time to get down there.
We saw a play at Falston when Aberdeen and Falston were very close at the halftime. Remember right at the beginning of the second half, they kicked that little short kick, and I think it was, who was it, Green, who picked the ball up?
Yeah.
And went 75 yards and broke that game open. So Havre de Grace will have the ball at the 22-yard line, their own 22.
And those are called plays nowadays. We're seeing the special teams getting
Boy, that's Boykin. What a nice run.
sophisticated.
He came up the middle and then he cut it to the outside, and his run out of bounds by Willie, that's going to be very close to a first down. In fact, I think he's got a first down.
And that's how you can tell a great running back, I mean, at this level. If you see the middle claw, they always are great at finding green grass and the open lanes, and that's what he did. He saw his hole, he went through his lineman's hole, and able to break it to the outside for the green grass to gain a few more yards.
Steve Boykin, 5'9", 160-pound senior. First down for Haverty Grace. Has the ball again, does Boykin. Hemmed in, keeps those feet moving. Gets about 2 or 3 yards. He got something out of nothing that time, Mark.
Yeah, he just kept driving. That's what makes good players great, is they just do the little extra things that are basically intangibles, and you can't coach them.
Sort of reminds you of Sweetness for the Chicago Bears. I saw a special on him last week, and just a tragic loss, dying at such a young, untimely age, but great to watch him run.
Yes, he was graceful.
Holiday looking for his man, Travis Brown, and overthrows him. Great faking again by Holiday.
Holiday's pass to Travis Brown falls incomplete.
Second time we've seen him throw that route. The first time he got a pass interference penalty.
He likes to run that fade route. They like to throw that down this sideline. Another thing you'll see Haverty Grace like to do is if they go to the double tights, is they will send both tight ends and cross them both to the far corners. They'll crisscross right in the middle, and they'll go to the far corners of the field. I mean, that's something they've always used since Coach Brooks has been there, and I'm just waiting to see that particular play, because it usually puts that safety on an island, and he doesn't know who to pick up.
Big play coming here, 3rd down and 7. The ball resting at the 40. The give, that's Boykin. Boykin is hit just close to the line, to the first down line. I don't think he made it. Looks like he might come up about a yard short.
You got a punt here.
Both times that the punt snap has come back to Holiday, it's been high. So that's cost Haverty Grace each time.
Yeah, but you don't want to give Aberdeen a short field.
7 minutes, 47 seconds and counting left here in the half. 7-0 Aberdeen leading. They scored on their last possession, a 26-yard run by Avery Willie. Holiday back to meet the ball. He'll hit it just about at his own 35-yard line. Avery Willie back deep to return. Another high snap. Sort of a wobbly kick coming down. It's going to hit just about at the 30, and it's going to die around about the 25. That's a nice punt. Nice punt by Holiday. No return. Avery Willie is trying to convince the official that, hey, you can't knock the ball backward or forward like that. Avery's still pleading his case.
It will be down. The ball was dead. It will be down. It's a good try.
Aberdeen will take over at their own 25-yard line. They're leading by 7-0. 7:18 left here in the first half.
We have that on camera, Don. That little slap back.
Yeah, I think it's a good play. You just touch the ball, it's dead when you touch it, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a fake-a-rooney that time. Eagle fans whipping it up now, trying to get their team excited. In motion is Willie. Inside handoff is Jacobs. Boy, he's hit hard by Gerald Ringgold just as he gets into the open hole there, and picks up maybe a yard or two on first down. Nice crowd here tonight at Aberdeen. As we look at the near side, just about full. Look over at the far side at the visitors. They've got a good crowd over there as well.
Yeah, I like the yellow signs they have posted around here that say, please be seated in the stands. And, boy, is that a great crowd control. Keeps people off the fence, and it just notifies everyone where they want them. The complex here is just great. It's beautiful.
That's Jacobs. Jacobs has the first down, up close to the 40-yard line. Well, you're right. The Aberdeen folks have done such a wonderful job here. This brand new school that we see just to our back, lovely, lovely school. This field complex, of course, was completed several years ago. Combination of work on the part of the community, some money coming from the Board of Education and from the county. Here comes a replay for you. You'll see this pitch back and the cutback. Jacobs has that body lean you like to talk about, Mark.
Yeah, it's what you want in a running back because they run downhill. Once you get your shoulders square, it's like running down a hill, and that's what you want.
Willie. Hill pitches it back to Willie. Great scoop up by Avery Willie, but down he goes. Cody Holliday coming up and making the tackle.
Well,
no
Willie
gain.
must have been a shortstop during the summer season. That's two. He scooped up off the ground. I mean, he short hopped that one.
And that ball is oblong. It doesn't normally bounce that quite that well.
But he short hopped that. If you watch it, I mean, he just short hopped it up and brought it right up into his hands and was able to make a gain out of it.
I mean, I have enough trouble when I played baseball short hopping around baseball, much less a ball that's got ends on it like that. Gee. Second down and 10. 5:41 and counting left in the half. Wingbacks both sides. Anthony Hill's going all the way at quarterback. In motion is Green this time. Handoff inside, that's Jacobs. Jacobs, one man to beat, he could go. He almost stumbles. He's going to go for the touchdown. Don Jacobs running for 60 yards for the touchdown.
Boy, when he broke through that line, he just put on the afterburners and was gone. I mean, he outran the entire secondary of the Havre de Grace Warriors and put Aberdeen up 13-0 right now.
13-0 Aberdeen. He broke through that line and just cut right through for that touchdown.
Let's
Here
watch
comes
it.
your replay.
It's just a straight.
He's almost never touched.
Dive,
He gets by
basically.
the safety, almost fell on his own volition, and goes in for the 60-yard touchdown run.
It's that blade of grass that tripped him up there.
McDonald in to attempt the extra point. He kicks it up, and it's going to be good. McDonald converts, and it's now 14-0. Aberdeen establishing that vaunted ground game that it has. They went 75 yards in 5 plays, capped by a 60-yard touchdown run by Don Jacobs. 5:21 left in the half. They're up now 14-0. Here come those footballs into the stands again.
Let's see if we can get one up here, Don.
I don't think so. Lots of excitement here at Aberdeen as the footballs are flying into the stands. There's a good arm. No, I don't think, Mark, they're dissing you.
I guess they are.
Yep, they don't care about you.
They don't see this big red jacket up here.
I want to thank Matt Roberts, the athletic director here from Aberdeen, for making us feel so much at home. There's another one of those squib kicks. Goes all the way back to the 5-yard line where it's finally scooped up by Lamar Clayton. And he's going absolutely nowhere. Loose ball, but they're going to say the ball is down, I think, at the 5-yard line.
Looked like there was a face mask that they missed. There was no referee to see that face mask.
There's that squib kick you talked about again. It went right by Lamar Clayton. He's not got Avery Willie's ability to scoop up that ground ball.
There were 7 shirts down there in coverage by the time he picked it up, so it's a great play.
Well, I tell you, right now, Havre de Grace has got his backs against the wall, down by 14-0, and having the ball way back at their own. Let's see, they'll finally put it down at about the 8-yard line.
And you may see Aberdeen cause some pressure here to see force Havre de Grace into making a mistake because they're not real organized right now.
Flag goes down before the play starts. It looked like it could be a legal procedure. Paul Robinson slaps himself on the helmet for Havre de Grace, and that, half the distance is going to go back toward the goal line on that illegal procedure call. 5 minutes, 9 seconds left at a chilly Aberdeen. I'm not going to say cold Aberdeen. It's a little chilly here tonight.
Yeah, it is a little chilly.
What do you think, Dennis? Chilly? Cold. Oh, that's Lee. I called, it's these eyes. I'm having trouble with my eyes.
Don needs those new eyes put in.
Let me try that again. This is rewind. Dennis, is it cold here? It's cold. Dennis agrees it's cold.
I would agree that it's cold also.
Now, Lee would have said it's not cold, but Dennis thinks it's cold. First down and about 15 yards to go. That's Boykin. Avoids one tackler, but is taken down after a gain of about 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12. 4 minutes, 56 seconds left here as a timeout is taken by Haverty Grace. Actually, not a timeout. Holiday just goes over to his coach, Johnny Brooks, confers with him. I didn't think Johnny could get out of that coach's box. How was he able to walk all the way down and talk to Cody Holiday?
Johnny's out of there. He's at the 20. He's got to be at the 25. They'll call a penalty on that. He's outside of his box. He can only go to the 25.
He's down at about the 15-yard line. Officials aren't saying anything yet. Holiday throws the ball, has his man. It's going to be complete. Complete to Paul Robinson. Robinson still on his feet and finally taken down. Short of the first down at about the 17-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Aberdeen's being aggressive and trying to strip the ball and going after a strip.
Number 7 is Richard Fortin, one of the leading tacklers for Aberdeen, in there on the tackle. Clock still running at 3:55 and counting left in the half. 14-0 Aberdeen leading. Brings up a 3rd down and 4. They put the ball down at the 15. They've got to get to the 19 for the first down. High backfield, it's Gerald Ringgold is the up back, and the man with the ball, that's Steve Boykin, looking for that first down. I think he's got it, and he does have it. Great run by Boykin.
Good run. Way to get him out of that hole.
Tackle made by Devron Galloway, number 10 for Aberdeen. Not before Boykin, as you said, got him right out of that hole, got him up to the 24-yard line. Clock stops while they reset the chains, and now it starts again at 3:26 and 3:25. Good job by the Warriors to get out of the shadow of their goal line. Holiday fakes once, going to be hit, and down he goes.
That's a coverage sack there because
that's Willie McKinley, by the way, who comes in, number 58, and makes that tackle, a loss of about 5 or 6.
Holiday he was looking for one receiver, and he didn't check down to anything else. He was just checking his one receiver, and he was covered. And the time it took him to look at checking down, defense was on to make the sack.
Haverty Grace not in any great hurry. It looks like they might be satisfied to go in down 14-0. 2:32 and counting left here in the half. Second down, about 15 yards to go. Boykin, boy, he's hit. That's Cam Stokes. He goes down like a shot as Stokes takes him off his feet.
Great play by Stokes there. Way to just run through the player. I mean, that's how you make your tackles, is you want to just run through the opponent and take him off his feet. That was a decleater there, Don.
A decleater, I like that one. 6'3", 245-pound senior Cam Stokes, one of the leaders on this defense of Aberdeen. He, of course, being the nose guard. 3rd down and 15 yards to go. 1:51 and counting left in the half. Holiday gives it to Boykin. Boykin cuts it outside, gets a little bit of yardage, going to be taken off his feet. And that'll bring up a 4th down as the clock continues to run. 1:39.
Good tackle over there by Jacobs.
Nice move here. Aberdeen calls the timeout. They're going to save some clock. 1:34. Mark, I'm going to put you in Joe Harbert's shoes. Do you want to block this kick, or you want to just field it and try to go ahead and score?
Right now, I think there's enough time. I wouldn't go after block. I put up a return here because they're going to get a short. They've only been punting 28 yards. Let the kid punt and try to put on a return. Set the gate up or wall up or fence up and try to get a return down here because that's plenty enough time.
And Holiday hasn't gotten a good snap yet, so let's see if Corey Holiday can get a good snap. Cody Holiday, I should say.
McKenna Budnick, Stephanie Stevens, Destiny Johnson.
Great night here at Aberdeen. It's senior night. It's the last, of course, home game, unless they get a home game in the playoffs. I'm not sure whether they'll be able to do that or not.
Now, looking at the standings, it looks like Aberdeen will be away in the playoffs for at least first 2 rounds.
If they can, of course, get that far.
You're right.
Right now it's sudden death, 1 game and you're out. But remember last year, 4 games and they were the state champions.
That's right.
Holiday will be back to punt. Jacobs is 27 and number 2 is Avery Willie. There you see Kevin Riley, I guess Kevin is the defensive coordinator for this team. Kevin, a former head coach. Nice kick this time by Holiday. It's going to hit and take a bounce. And there's Willie again. Scoops it up. Willie still on his feet. Gets down inside the 45-yard line to about the 42.
Great return, and they got plenty of time.
Aberdeen 14, Havre de Grace nothing.
And there you go again. That's Avery Willie with his third scoop up. He just knows exactly where that ball's going to bounce.
I think that was something we picked up on him last year, is that he just has good, soft hands to pick up the ball and go after the ball. He's got a nose for the ball and has good hand-eye coordination in picking that up.
I wonder if Rigor Mortis, the baseball coach, is watching. He could use him at shortstop.
Looks like it. He could steal a couple bases, I bet.
Anthony Hill, fumble. I think Aberdeen did get it back. Jacobs, Don Jacobs comes in and makes the recovery.
Well, they got 2 timeouts left, so and not a lot of field here. You got 42 yards. Get it down inside of 10 and see how much time's on there. At least they could set up for a field goal.
They do take the timeout. You see Joe Harbord running on, and of course Aberdeen in their tradition, I think started by Kevin Riley. They all wear shorts, Mark. I can't, I mean, I love Joe Harbord, great guy. I love Kevin Riley, great guy. But I have to question their sanity. It's cold out here tonight.
It is cold.
You think it's cold? Yeah, we determined it's cold.
I remember several years ago it was really cold.
Really cold.
When I was coaching at Edgewood, it was snowing, and they were out there in shorts.
Yeah.
I'm like in my long johns and sweatpants and all that stuff, and they're over there in shorts.
Yeah. I think it has something to do with manhood and all that kind of stuff. Me, I would just rather be a little old guy up here with lots of warm things on. I want to thank Charles Brungard, by the way, the great music director here, vocal music director. I didn't have any gloves tonight because, well, I just didn't bring any gloves. And he gave me his gloves. He loaned them to me.
Very nice.
Now, of course, he is downstairs inside with the heat on, so I'm not really totally indebted to him. But here we go now. Aberdeen 1:07 left. Hill back to throw. Throws long, looking for a man. It's going to be intercepted by Holiday. That's Cody Holiday's 6th interception of the year. Holiday leads the league in interceptions, and now he picks up his 6th one to blunt that drive.
As far as Havre de Grace, 59 seconds left. You may want to try a couple plays. You might as well go for it. See if they can do something.
Here comes a replay. Let's watch how Cody Holiday played center field that time. Went back and just picked the ball off. Galloway was the intended receiver. Hill throws that ball, overthrows his man right into the hands of Cody Holiday.
Holiday did a good job taking the ball, going up, getting its highest point, and coming down with it.
Not often you see a quarterback being the leading interceptor in the league as well. Looks like Havre de Grace content to just run the ball and run the clock out with 55 and 54 seconds left here in the first half.
We can start by Kim on search for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Warriors with the ball at the 15-yard line. Down by 14-0. No score in the first quarter. Aberdeen scored on a 50-yard drive. The last 26 coming on a Avery Willie run, and the extra point by McDonald made it 7-0. And then at 5:21, it was a 60-yard run by Don Jacobs. McDonald again adding the extra point. That's where we are, 14-0 as we approach halftime.
I mean,
21 seconds.
Both offenses have been able to move the ball. It's just inside the 20, they've just basically Havre de Grace has not been able to put it in the red zone.
That should be the last play of the half. Even Aberdeen hasn't been able to score inside the red zone. They just run the ball, like you say, 26 yards and 60 yards, so they don't have to score inside the red zone. Well, that's the score here at halftime. 14-0. Aberdeen, the host team, leading, looking to try to win the Susquehanna division with a victory tonight. Havre de Grace needing to come up off the mat and get back into the ball game. But the Warriors, remember, have been doing this all year long. Stay tuned for our second half of this great game. Aberdeen versus Havre de Grace, the neighborhood rivalry from Aberdeen High School. We'll be back in just a couple moments. where we are at halftime. It's 14-0 Aberdeen. Behind us, you're going to see one of the most unique things that we have any idea about, and that is all the elementary schools and the middle school from the Aberdeen area. Matt Roberts, athletic director here at Aberdeen. Once a year, they come together and put this on. This is great.
Oh, it's a great atmosphere. All the young kids get a chance to come out, see what the older band students do, and get to enjoy a nice atmosphere at the game.
It's sort of a recruiting tool, I would imagine, also for the high school band.
Sure. They, I know the band is, over the last couple of years, has really built the program up. So.
Matt, we're talking about this complex here at Aberdeen. This is just beautiful. The brand new school, of course, that's the crown jewel. But this athletic complex is wonderful. You've got Ripken Field over here that came about a couple of years ago through the generosity of Cal Ripken. I mean, these athletic complex that we have here at Aberdeen, probably the best in the league.
Oh, it's tremendous, and we strive here to provide our students with a great atmosphere and a great playing conditions, so they feel like it's a first-class organization. And it's also the field hockey field, so we can get 2 events going on at one time, and in the spring we can get lacrosse on this field and baseball on that field at night games. So it really creates a nice atmosphere.
And what a nice night tonight, just about a packed audience. Aberdeen, Havre de Grace, anytime they play, it's always exciting. But tonight, it's for the league championship, or at least the division championship.
As you said, it's always a big game. And, tonight with the championship on the line, as it was last year, it just adds that much more excitement. Hopefully we can keep the score the way it is and finish this out and win another championship. So
that would be wonderful, of course, coming off the state championship and one of the most exciting games, Matt, I've ever seen in my entire life. Being down as far as you were and coming back last year in the state title game with E.J. Henderson, I should say Aaron Henderson, limping around and bringing his team off words, how can you express what that was like last year?
First, it's a credit to Joe and his staff, and it's a credit to the kids that were on the team last year. They never gave up, and I agree, it was one of the best events I've ever been to in my life. And I know a lot of people left at halftime, they thought it was a typo the next day in the newspaper, but thrilling, exciting game.
It was wonderful. And I was talking to Coach Hart now, your basketball team, your boys basketball team. They are taking on some teams. I don't know, you say, is he a masochist trying to take on what a schedule he's got building for Aberdeen High School basketball.
Well, Coach Hart really wants to build up the schedule. We should have a pretty talented team this year. And it's a product of we're going to be able to host our first boys basketball game in 3 years. And we're using that as a selling point to try to get some top teams in the area. In the Baltimore area, Virginia, we have a team from New York coming in this year. So it should be quite an atmosphere and should be good for the boys.
And what a beautiful gym. If you haven't had a chance to get to the Aberdeen gym, make sure you come out and see Aberdeen play this year. That is a wonderful facility inside.
We set the bleachers up on the end for our pep rally the other day, and really it encloses the court. It's like a small college atmosphere. And if we can pack those fans, and again, I hope everybody comes out, it really could be a unique situation for this area.
What would the capacity be of the gym if you're fully loaded for basketball?
We're looking approximately 1,300 to 1,300 people, and again, it would be an enclosed all the way around the court, and it would just be great.
Matt, the unique thing about your basketball court and about your gymnasium is you've got the auxiliary gym open with the big gym, so if you opened it all up, you could seat, let's say, floor seating as well as bleacher seating, maybe 2,500 perhaps?
I'm not sure the exact numbers, but you definitely fit a lot of people in there.
Someone told me it's the largest seating capacity north of Martin's East.
I hadn't heard that, but I believe it.
Yeah. Well, this is just a beautiful complex, and right now a beautiful score, 14-0. Havre de Grace tough. They were playing tough there, but then the big run seemed to break it open for you so far.
Well, fortunately, Joe has 2 kids in the backfield this year with that type of ability, with Avery Willie and Don Jacobs, and at any time they can break one long. But I'm really impressed with the Holiday kid, the quarterback for Havre de Grace, and I think it'll be a good second half.
It should be. Right now, 14-0, Aberdeen leading. We're just about ready for the second half. Matt Roberts, thank you so much for stopping by. I guess we can't get away without saying congratulations to Carl Roberts, your dad, for being Superintendent of the Year. That's quite an honor. Even though he's in Cecil County now, we still claim him in Hartford.
Well, we're all proud of him in our family, and he works hard and deserves the recognition he gets.
He really does. He is a hard worker and, of course, built Edgewood into a wonderful school when he was there as principal. Did a great job here in Harford County and got the job in Cecil. And he's been there now since 1996. That's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't realize until I read in the paper that it was that long. But, you know, I think he's done a nice job over there. And, you know, like I said, we like him. So.
Congratulations to Carl Roberts and to Matt. Matt, you're doing a great job. 11th year. Now, I know Matt when he used to be Matt Roberts playing basketball at Perryville, so it doesn't seem possible. You've been teaching for 11 years, but you're doing a great job. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much.
That's Matt Roberts, a great AD here and social studies teacher at Aberdeen High School. You stay with us. We're coming back for the second half. Aberdeen leading 14-0 over Havre de Grace. We'll be right back. Matt, great. Thank you. Wonderful. Appreciate it. Thank you. We're back with you at Aberdeen High School, just about ready for the second half. My partner and I are here doing a little bit of bouncing around trying to keep warm. Mark, how you doing? Are the feet are warm?
My feet are warm. I got to go inside for a little bit at halftime. Unlike you that were out there doing the interview with Matt Roberts. And congratulations to his dad.
Isn't that something?
For Superintendent of the Year for this school year. So
up in
what
Cecil
an honor.
County, yeah. Carl Roberts, who was here in Harford County for so many years, was principal at Edgewood and the executive director of secondary education. Really actually assistant superintendent. Well, we're ready for the second half as Holiday kicks it off. It's that low squibber. Coming back as Green, he has the ball. That's the way he broke it against Falston, you'll remember. He's going to be hit and taken down, though, at the 31-yard line. Aberdeen will have the ball in play, leading by 14-0 as we start the second half.
Well, look for much of the same from Aberdeen. I mean, I think they're going to just run the ball. I mean, they're just going to ground it out. What do we see, 2 passes first half?
Yeah, 1 was intercepted.
And we'll see maybe 1.5 to 2 this half.
With a 14-0 lead, Aberdeen, of course, they'd like to put it away at 21-0 and perhaps then be able to look forward to next week in the playoffs and put that Susquehanna Division title in their back pocket. Inside handoff is Jacobs. He's not going anywhere this time. Gang tackled by those white-shirted Havre de Grace Warriors. Mike Powell, 32, the first man to hit him. About a gain of maybe 1 on first down.
I mean, Havre de Grace there are opportunities, and they got to take advantage of all the opportunities that they've had tonight, and they have not been able to capitalize on them. And it's just something that they got second half of football. Anything can happen. There's still plenty of time left.
Avery Willie in motion. Hill will take the ball. I'm not sure if that was a broken play or a design quarterback draw, but it didn't go very far. We'll bring up a third down. Third and still about 9.5 yards to go. This is exactly what Havre de Grace needs. They need to take that momentum here starting the second half, Mark. March in, get a touchdown, get back into the ball game.
Yeah, they got to do something here, and this would be a big stop for them and force Aberdeen to punt, get the ball back, and maybe set up a good return, give them good field position because they need something. They need something to get their offense going.
Well, let's see if Hill puts the ball in the air. Anthony Hill only thrown the ball twice tonight. He's back to throw. Being rushed, gets it off. It's intercepted and dropped. And a flag goes down right in the hands of Gerald Ringgold. Let's see what the flag is about. It was in the backfield.
There's a flag on the play.
I didn't see what the flag was. I thought Havre de Grace had the interception. I would decline it, forcing the punt.
Holding against Aberdeen, it will be declined. Gerald Ringgold had that ball right in his hands. In fact, it's that kind of thing that he was probably surprised that it was thrown right to him.
It was thrown right to him.
Here comes that replay.
Penalty declined by Havre de Grace.
You'll watch Ringgold as the middle linebacker. Right in his hands, and he's unable to hold it. He had a lot of green in front of him, too, had he been able to hold that ball.
Yeah, but it's been a big break for Havre de Grace.
I think this might be Aberdeen's first punt of the night.
Yep.
They'll bring in McDonald to punt the ball away. Jamal McDonald, the 5'8", 175-pound senior. Good snap. High kick coming to the near side. It's going to hit and take a bounce for Aberdeen and go down inside the 40-yard line to the 36-yard line of Havre de Grace, where the Warriors will take the ball over. 1st and 10 at their 36. 10:23 left in the third period. They're down by 14-0.
That kick was high enough that the deep man should have called for a fair catch, came up and caught that ball. And I mean, he would have gained about another 6-7 yards out of it, but still, you don't want that ball hitting the ground with that type of hang time. You want to come up and try and receive it.
Havre de Grace now their first possession of the second half. Cody Holliday's gone all the way for Havre de Grace. He's in the shotgun, indication that Havre de Grace is not going to worry too much about the run at this point. In motion is Hunter. And just as we say that, Boykin gets the ball on the handoff, and he's not going anywhere. Down he goes. Jacobs makes the tackle.
And Stokes, boy, he comes down that line of scrimmage hard.
That's James Beaupriere also who makes the tackle, number 4.
I mean, from that nose tackle position, boy, he really just slides down, shuffles down that line of scrimmage and has a nose for the ball.
Loss of 1 on that play. It'll be now 2nd down and 11 yards to go. The ball right at the 35-yard line. Holiday this time will come back under center. He's got Ringgold as his up back and Steve Boykin as the deep back. Boykin will have it on the pitch out. Following Ringgold.
That's the same play that they got that long run on before. It's just a toss sweep. And just stretch. It's almost like a stretch play.
Boykin's one of those backs that runs under control. He just seems to follow his blockers so well. Gain of about 7 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and a long 3, perhaps 4. They've got to get across the 45 to just about the 46. The ball resting at the 43-yard line. 9:01 now inside 9 minutes left in the third period. 14-0 Aberdeen leading. Handoff. Boykin, he's going to be hit and held.
That's a face mask
and
there.
The flag goes
that's
down.
going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Looks like Cam Stokes perhaps is the young man who, or is it Beaupriere, number 4? Beaupriere is the guy who's saying, who, me? I didn't do anything. But you're right, he went down and that neck got twisted. That will be a 15-yard penalty, flagrant face mask.
You got to keep those hands out of that helmet area, that face area. You get a lot of injuries by grabbing that face mask.
No, they're going to say it's an inadvertent, and it's only going to be 5 yards, but it will be a first down.
First down, Havre de Grace from the 47-yard line.
You know, I didn't get a chance to ask about that penalty. We want to do that before we leave the air here tonight in the first half. The penalty that appeared to cost Aberdeen a first down at the 5-yard line on their first drive. Offset eye this time. Holiday looking to throw, throws it long. It's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking on the near side for Josh Uphold. Closer to it was Jamal McDonald, number 24. It's incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Don't forget to visit the Aberdeen High School concession stand.
Holiday has a great arm. He throws the ball in a very tight spiral also.
Yeah, he does. He looks good back there. He's throwing the ball. They just got to execute with some completions down the field.
Havre de Grace started on their 36-yard line. They benefited from a 5-yard face mask penalty. Picked up a first down. 8 minutes, 33 seconds. Lots of time left here in the third period. Warriors down by 14-0. Inside handoff. That's Ringgold. He'll pick up a couple of yards close to the 50-yard line. It'll bring up a third and about 8 yards to go.
It'll bring up 3rd and 7 from the 50-yard line.
These two teams, neighborhood rivals, of course, going all the way back into the 1950s when they began playing football against one another. the days of Jim Smith and, of course, the late, great Jim Harris from Haverty Grace.
That's way before my time, Don. I'm glad you're such the historian of this rival.
And down goes Cody Holliday. Cody was doing a little bit of a spin move there and fell right down on his knees, and the ball is dead, and that'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down and about 12, 13 yards to go. A punting situation. Unfortunate for Holliday that time. He looked like he was going to do some sort of a spin move and went right down and probably caught one of those soft spots on the field. So he'll go back in punt formation.
Yeah, we're missing Frank tonight, Don, and I guess you said he's home with a flu?
Yeah, he called me today and said, I am feeling really punkish. And, you know, for Frank to miss a football game, he's got to be feeling bad.
Yeah, that's...
Flag goes down. Avery Willie on the punt return.
Well, Frank, we send our best and hope you're feeling better, and say a quick prayer for you.
Yeah, Frank was just, you know, he wasn't himself today. Normally Frank is jovial and so forth, and he said, man, I just feel horrible. He said he's been feeling bad since Tuesday, this being Friday. Looks like that penalty will go against Aberdeen, and it'll put them way back deep in their own end of the field. Right now the Warriors need a break mark. They need a fumble, need a quick touchdown.
Yeah. We need something to happen. They need a sudden change to change the course of this game. They need to put some points on that board. They're just sputtering out there right now. They have no life. And this, you know, it's this is bound to be playoff time. A great tackle there by Ringgold. Good hit.
Nothing doing on that first down play. It'll bring up a second and about 9 yards to go. The ball at the 10-yard line, the 10-yard line of Aberdeen. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third period and counting. It's 14-0 Aberdeen. No score after one period of play. Aberdeen got the 2 touchdowns in the second period. Avery Willie on a 26-yard run. 9:19 left in the half. And then at 5:21, it was a 60-yard run by Don Jacobs. McDonald added both extra points. 14-0 the score. Hill keeping the ball, following his center. Down he goes. Up to about the 20-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Well, this team's getting off to a slow start the second half, not being able to do much of anything.
Of course, for Aberdeen, they're content just to run the ball here and let the clock run down. Haverty Grace needs a big break. Ringgold had a chance a few moments ago on a pass interception that he wasn't able to corral. That would have been a big break for them. Need to stop them right here. 3rd down along 4. Hill being chased. Running the ball. He's close to the first down. I think he's got it.
Yeah, he's got the first down easily.
Up across the 30-yard line. Big run by Hill. Looked like he had that thread of the pass all along, and Haverty Grace laid back, and he just picked up the first down all the way up to the, looks like they're going to put it down at the 28-yard line. Good enough for the first down.
If you saw how deep his roll...
Here's a replay here, Mark. Let's watch this.
Watch how deep his roll is, because that causes separation from him and the lineman chasing down, and spreads the field for him to gain more yardage. It spreads it out.
Good block by Don Jacobs there as he took off that linebacker. The handoff, no, it's Hill who keeps the ball out of bounds with another first down.
Good play by Hill. Great play.
Good faking. We talked about Holliday's faking earlier. That time he gave the ball to Jacobs and took it right back out and kept the ball and got the first down. This drive for Aberdeen started back at their 14-yard line. Now they're up to their own 43-yard line. 2 first downs, and are in good shape with 5:35 and holding as they went out of bounds that time. Last game of the regular season, and unfortunately I think it could be our last game on the Hartford Cable Network because of our, we've run out of our string. Unless we can convince Sandy Eanes to perhaps maybe we get to the state title again, I think Sandy will let us do another game. That's Hunter.
That would be a tremendous
on the sack. Good job by Hunter. Kenny Hunter comes in and knocks Anthony Hill off his pins. A big loss all the way back to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that'd be an awesome experience to go ahead and do a state playoff game if we get a team to move ahead that far into the playoff season.
Boy, at M&T Bank Stadium, Matt Roberts and I were talking about that last year. Mark, you and I had the great pleasure of being there to watch the doubleheader win of Joppatown and then Aberdeen winning the ball game, coming from so far behind. And again, if I live to be 60. Oh, wait a minute, I am 60. If I live to be 70, I'll never forget that night last year. What was it, about November, the middle part of November? Wonderful night.
Yep, it was a great night, and we were able to bring home 2 state champions for Harford County, with Joppatown and Aberdeen both winning their respective regions and state championships.
Richard Thornton running the ball that time, not much gain at all. It's going to bring up a third down. Third and about 17 yards to go for a first down. Big play for Havre de Grace here. They let them off the hook a moment ago when Hill picked up the first down run. The Warriors have to stop Aberdeen with 4:16, 4:15 and counting left in the third period.
Well, they're just milking. This offense is just milking that clock, which is what they want to do. And
Hill with the throw. It's going to be caught by Galloway.
It's going to be short of the first down, but be interesting to see whether or not Coach Harbour goes with it. He was tackled inbounds. Clock is still running. It's going to be 4th and about. Let's see where their spot. Boy, they gave him a bad spot.
Yeah, right at the 46-yard line. He's going to come up about 7 yards short.
He was closer to the 50 when he caught the ball, and then he drove him back, and they spotted it at 46. So, yeah, you got to punt it out of there now. I thought they were going to give him a better spot than what they gave him.
McDonald will be in the punt the ball away in single punt return formation. Steve Boykin. Boykin all the way back at his 20. Another good snap. Low kick. Bouncing around. It's going to bounce and roll dead just about at the 26-yard line. Warriors will take the ball over at their 26-yard line. 74 yards away from pay dirt, down by 14-0. 3:08 left in the third period.
This third quarter has flown by, Don, and I think this fast quarter we've done all year.
Yeah, a lot of running. Now, you talk about quarters that didn't fly by. When we had the C. Milton Wright game at Joppatown a couple of weeks ago, with all those passes, that was one of the longest but most exciting games that I've had a chance to be part of.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Boy, were you surprised that North Hartford knocked off Joppatown last week?
Yeah, I was very much surprised, but
Preston is hurt, and their quarterback, and that certainly takes a hole in the Joppatown team. But boy, give credit to Ken Brinkman and North Hartford. They've had a great season. They're among the teams that are 3-2 in that Susquehanna division.
Yeah, and if they get a win tonight over Falston, they're going to put themselves in a really good position to enter into the playoffs. So good luck to them as they play Falston tonight and possibly get a victory out of there and head into the playoffs. But I think a lot of that's going to be predicated on what happens between Edgewood and Joppatown also.
You're right, and Joppatown, having lost last week, they need to get back up off the floor like they did last year and get going toward the playoffs. That's Boykin around that side. Boykin knocked out of bounds by Avery Willie. Boy, Steve Boykin got up ahead of steam. Avery Willie was able to take him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a good blow. Boykin was able to deliver the blow there as the running back to the defensive back, and that's what you like to see. Like I said, a hard-nosed running. Let the blacks deliver the blow. Watch
Here comes this replay. And I'll tell you what, Avery Willie was the last man there. Had he got by Willie, he was gone for a touchdown.
It was Avery's last stand there.
I like that. Avery's last stand. 2:17 left. Clock stop here, 14-0. Aberdeen leading. Holiday, long throw. He's got a man. A flag goes down. Again, a pass interference penalty will be called.
Well, they're grabbing him, and once that ball's thrown, you can't touch the receiver. You can touch him and touch him all the way down the field until the ball's released. In high school football, once you grab a hold of them, they're going to throw the flag.
That's Travis Brown who was interfered with. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down for Havre de Grace. 2:10 as the clock stops.
And that was a good call because the defensive back grabbed the receiver there and did interfere with and impeded the receiver's chance to run after the football and make the catch.
And probably a good penalty, because it looked like that that pass could have been completed to Travis Brown for perhaps a touchdown. So
yeah, I mean, it could have been.
Now I said a 15-yard penalty. It's actually a 10-yard penalty, and it's going to be a first down, though. Ball resting right at the 50-yard line. Cody Holliday, the tremendous quarterback for Havre de Grace. 42% completion, 79 for 188. Here's the pass. Looking for Brown. It's going to be almost intercepted by McDonald. Brown was open for a moment, but Jamal McDonald was the man who had the chance at the interception.
Well, I think what happened is Brown really turned his route inside where it looked like the ball was thrown. As the ball was thrown, it went right behind him, and the receiver turned to the inside. I don't know if he's able to judge the ball very well.
Incomplete pass brings up second down and 10 yards to go. The ball still right at the 50-yard line. Offset I formation for Havre de Grace. Boykin got blockers in front of him. Oh, great job by Aberdeen coming up and making the tackle. That's Christopher Atkins, number 20. He came out of nowhere and made that tackle for no gain.
Good job by the defense of stretching that play out and not allowing to break outside. It kept Boykin contained there.
That'll bring up a third down and 10 as the clock runs with 1:37 left in the third period. Great crowd here tonight at Aberdeen. It's been great fun. That performance at halftime by the combined elementary schools and Aberdeen Middle School. That's a unique thing they do here in Aberdeen for once a year, the last game of the year. They bring all those schools together, the musicians, for the halftime performance.
Yeah, they did a nice job of getting all those kids together and coordinating that.
Holiday, down he goes. Good defensive play made by Aberdeen's James Beaupriere.
And that also was, 55 was the other player in on that.
That would be Brian Leffridge.
Brian Leffridge just came back.
That's way back now. Fourth and about 20 yards to go.
You got to punt it here. You can't give him a short field here. Let him go up. You got to punt. You got to play field position with this. Even though you're down 14, you can't give Aberdeen a short field.
Clock winding down, 34 seconds here left in the third period. Good snap this time. Wobbly kick coming out of bounds on the near side.
That was not.
Terry Riley there running out of bounds.
I thought she was going to fair catch it there.
Yeah. Terry Riley, the former principal at Edgewood High School and now teaching at C. Milton Wright High School.
She's teaching here.
Here at Aberdeen. Well, she was at C. Milton and came back to Aberdeen.
She's here teaching English.
I knew that. I was just seeing if you knew it. I was testing you there. Terry, one of the best teachers I've ever been around. She is just excellent at what she does.
Yep, she enjoys what she does because kids perform for her, and she does a great job in the classroom.
Now she's keeping stats for her husband's team, Kevin Riley, one of the coaches here. Avery Willie running around that right side, picking up great yardage up across the 45-yard line. First down for Aberdeen, starting the ball at the 31-yard line. .14 seconds left here in the third period as they stop the clock to move the chains. Now they wind it. This should have been the last play here of the third period.
Yeah, this will be the last play. They'll move the ball on the other side of the 50 and put it on the 46. On the other side, so there's not much of a change. So that 12 minutes flew by, Don.
It surely did. 12 minutes left in this game, and it could be 12 minutes left in Havre de Grace's season. If they lose this ball game, they'll finish at 5-5, and they'll also finish at 4-2 in the Susquehanna division. And Aberdeen would win the Susquehanna division and go on into the playoffs with an 8-2 record.
That 12 minutes actually took almost 12 minutes, huh?
Just about. Of course, my watch is now frozen. It's no longer running up here. Temperatures, we haven't really hazarded a guess. It could be maybe, 40 degrees perhaps?
I think that's a good guess. Yeah, it's probably about low 40s.
Wind, not real strong, not as strong as it was earlier in the day.
Now that wind probably was very helpful in drying these fields out, because the wind up here, because I was over in the Center for Educational Opportunity, was heavy. And they put the signs up over there labeling the building today. And
Really?
Yeah.
Is that right, with the Center for Educational Opportunity?
That's what we're at now.
Yeah. Or the CEO, as we like to call it.
CEO of Harford County.
Yeah. That's the old Aberdeen High School North building where we have alternative education. We also have professional development and the center where the Board of Education has its meetings. It's nice to have a building where we can devote it to those kind of purposes.
Yeah, and it's been, we've had a lot of good dedicated people to get that building up and running and ready to go. And they're in there painting all the rooms, and you would not believe the improvements that have occurred there since moving in August 18th. We started moving in there August 18th.
Flag goes down. It looked like the left tackle may have jumped for Aberdeen, but wait and see what the call is. If you just tuned in, shame on you. Where you been? 14-0 Aberdeen leading. We're in the fourth period of the game. Now they're going to call holding against Aberdeen.
That's a big penalty. Back them up 10 yards, but
long way to go in this ball game, but as you said before, Mark, Haverty Grace has to get a spark. They've got to make something happen. They just look like they've gone flat here after that second period.
Yeah, they definitely look like they've gone into the tank here, and you got to find something that's going to motivate them to. I mean, this is going to be it. If they don't pull this off, this is going to be it.
Riding a 3-game winning streak is Haverty Grace. They also won 4 out of the last 5, so they're coming into this game with lots of momentum.
Well, Aberdeen's definitely burst their bubble for a while.
This is Willie. Now reversing his field. Here's where the speed comes in. But the Warriors stay at home and take him down. Nice play by Steve Boykin as he held his ground and was able to slow him down long enough until the rest of those white shirts came along, knocked him down for a loss.
Looks like he gained
about a yard. That'll bring up second down and about 19 yards to go for the first down. They've got to get out across the 45-yard line of the Warriors for a first down. Ball resting at about the 35. Coming up on 11 minutes and 30 seconds and counting left in the game. 14-0 Aberdeen. No scoring in the second half at all at this point. That's Jacobs. Jacobs breaks free, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and finally taken out of bounds.
Boy, does he have great feet. I mean, he just keeps those feet underneath his body, and they keep churning. He doesn't have a long stride. He's got those short, choppy steps.
Here comes the replay. Let's watch these short, choppy steps that Mark is talking about. You'll see that Paul Robinson has a chance to make the tackle and just can't wrap him up. Here's Robinson. A little bit of an arm tackle there. Jacobs keeps moving and picks up close to the first down. He'll be third down and about a long 3, a short 4 to go for the first down. Got to get across the 45 or down across the 45. Ball now at the 47. That's Hill sneaking for the first down. He's going to be close. I think he might have it.
Yeah, it looks like he's got the first down.
He was
got the spot.
Following Brian Leffridge right up the middle, his center. Brian is 6'2", 235-pound junior. That line, Jeremy Walker, Adam Smith, Brian Leffridge, Cam Stokes, and Alex Bond across the front. It's either going to be fourth and short or first down. They're going to bring the chains in.
That's a first down.
Now, you don't know that.
Yeah, I can tell. I got good eyesight, Don.
You've got young eyes.
No,
Let's see here. We haven't seen an official. Yeah, now it is the first down. See, there he goes. Mark Busminski could see it from way up here. We're, what, 50 yards away? It's easy, isn't it?
Eagle eyes.
Eagle eyes.
I have those contact lenses in.
Oh.
Without him, I can't see a thing.
First down for Aberdeen, 10 minutes and 18 seconds and counting left in the game. Eagles moving inside the Warrior territory down at the 44 now. Hill back to throw. This is a surprise. Looking down the middle, it's going to be Galloway off his fingertips.
Not a bad pass by Hill.
He's got that little short arm delivery. He doesn't really bring the ball back.
No, he doesn't.
Hill, of course, succeeding Aaron Henderson here. Aaron was a quarterback for 4 years at Aberdeen, now down at the University of Maryland. Anthony, like Cody Holliday last year, sort of played caddy to Aaron Henderson, and this as a senior now, just like Cody Holliday, is his year to shine.
Well, I was over visiting Joe today and picking up some stat sheets, and he also showed me a picture of, I think it's the other Stokes boy that went to Hawaii.
Yes.
He's playing down there on special teams, almost all special teams. So he's actually starting and doing a great job for University of Hawaii.
That's great. Carl Stokes, I think the brother of Cam Stokes?
Yeah, I believe they're brothers. It's right. Carl, that's right.
That's going to be close to another first down as Jacobs breaks through.
And
they're going to say it's... I'm sorry, Mark.
He was kind of overshadowed a little bit by having Aaron here, but boy, he was very capable, and he's in a great Division I program in Hawaii. At least great for the scenery.
I'm telling you, when I talked to him last year about going to Hawaii, and, he had a chance to go to some other colleges, but, what kind of choice is it? And I understand that he has relatives living out there, so, that's a good thing as well. Timeout on the field, 9 minutes and 17 seconds left. Mark, it gives us a chance, if this is our last game of the year that we do in our 11th season on Harford Cable Network. Sandy Eanes, the executive director, certainly thank him and the entire crew here. Kevin Irwin, our director tonight, and all the guys and gals here at the Harford Cable Network that make it possible every week for us to do these. The camaraderie that these young people have that allow us to bring these games. Great shots, the addition of the instant replay that we're doing this year, and the new spiffy graphics. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, they're really honing their skills and what they're able to do, and tremendous dedication to the program in doing these games and giving these kids the exposure that they need.
Yep.
Because it's really all about the athletes out there, and their selfless actions are greatly appreciated, and we thank Sandy for providing this for Harford County Public Schools also.
No question about it. Handoff inside, short gain on, and that will be enough though for the first down. 9 minutes and 11 seconds, that clock still hasn't moved. I think somebody forgot to turn the clock on. They'll stop it to move.
Cold. Maybe it froze up.
It is just a little bit chilly here. I would venture to guess that it may even be threatening that 30s bracket by now.
One circuit just thawed out, so we're doing okay now. It's running.
Hill with the ball. Inside 8 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game.
They're just going to run Hill left, Hill right, and pitch it every so often. Keep it safe.
This game was 0-0 through the first quarter. Both teams had chances but couldn't cash in. Aberdeen cashed in twice in the second period. Long runs by Avery Willie of 26 yards and 60 yards by Don Jacobs. Those were the touchdowns that we have so far. No scoring at all in the third period, and now we're in the fourth period. 8:23 and counting left in this game. Aberdeen driving. Havre de Grace needing a break. The inside handoff. That's Green who has the ball. He's going to be hit and held. Good tackle. Holding his ground was James Brown, and making that tackle, number 33.
That was a good tackle there, and he did not give away. He met the back in the hole, and minimal gain there.
Third down, third and about 3. They've got to get to the 22, do the Aberdeen Eagles. The ball resting at the 25. This drive started back at the 31. It was actually started in the end of the third period. That's Jacobs, and Jacobs has the first down. Well, that Aberdeen line is just starting to blow the Warrior line away.
Well, the Warrior line's been on the field, and a lot of those players are going both ways, so you know fatigue's starting to set in. And I mean, they're just watching that clock wind down. They can't wind fast enough because they're fatigued out there. They got to get some of those players off the field.
Jeremy Walker, Adam Smith, Brian Leffridge, Cam Stokes, and Alex Bond, that front line for the Aberdeen Eagles, doing the job all night long. 7:23 and counting left in the game.
You have to go after, start going, tackling the ball, and trying to create a turnover here.
11-play drive started back on the 31-yard line of Aberdeen. Inside handoff. Just keep the clock moving. That's all that at this point that Joe Harbert wants his team to do. Ball's going to be down at the 15-yard line, and that'll bring up a second down and 7 yards to go. Also want to thank the athletic directors of all the schools that we've had the chance to bring you the sporting events. They do a lot of the work, as well as the coaches and the principals and everyone else that makes it possible for us to bring you these games on the Hartford Cable Network. 11 years, Mark. We started back in 1994. That's Hill. Hill could go for the touchdown, and he does.
Oh, what a great fit. I mean, he just stood there and allowed that hole to open up. I mean, the ball was held out there. If you get a replay on this, he must have held that ball for 2 seconds out there in the on a fake, and the hole just opened up tremendously.
And you ask, and you shall receive. Kevin Irwin in the truck bringing us this replay. He just stands like a Statue of Liberty and then says, okay, I'll just run it in for the touchdown.
What a great read on that quarterback draw.
15-yard touchdown run by Anthony Hill, then that makes it 20-0. McDonald in to add the extra point. Jamal McDonald kicks it, oops, and this time it's not good. So the kick fails, but it's 20-0 Aberdeen.
Well, Havre de Grace has got to score very quickly and do some onside kicks. And within this 6.5 minutes left, they got a lot of work to be done to catch up here.
Stranger things have happened, of course, but now here's Mark wanting the football.
I'm trying to get you a football, Don.
The cheerleaders throwing the footballs into the stands. You can see them there as they're testing out their arm. Mark waving his hands frantically. And Mark, we're 50 yards away from the field. I don't think that we're going to get a football up this high.
You don't think? You don't
No.
think they can throw those little
I don't think
tiny
so.
footballs 50 yards?
You can see from the camera angle that we're up on top of that booth. And so the footballs are getting just about, a quarter of the way to us.
I
Let's
think they're going
wave.
to try and wave
Here we
into
are.
us.
You see us waving
Can
up here.
You see us waving?
That's that's Mark Busminski waving his red shirt here. And we're back at the field action as Steve Boykin is going to take the ball back, but is going to be taken down off his feet. Devon Galloway on the tackle.
Good tackle by Galloway and getting downfield in special teams. We can just see that Aberdeen's shown much improved over the last couple of weeks, and they look really well. They look really good tonight.
Looking to perhaps win back-to-back state titles. I know that's putting a lot of pressure on these young men, but it looks like they're going to get into the playoffs. They're going to finish their season at 8-2 and 6-0 in the Susquehanna Division. They'll be the charter winners of the Susquehanna Division. I have a feeling next year they're going to be in the Chesapeake Division.
What happens is the first place team moves to the Chesapeake Division, or how does that work?
Not necessarily, but there's the end around, and the ball is fumbled and recovered by Havre de Grace. Double reverse as Josh Apol drops the ball, but drops on it. I think, as I understand it, that could happen, but the athletic directors and the coaches get together and they try to look at things like who's graduating, who's going to be strong the next year. So you can appeal if you don't feel like you should be moving up, or if you don't feel like you should be moving down. So I don't think it's cut and dried like it used to be in the old MSA.
So it's basically done by a committee, which
Yeah.
is led by Bob Slagle and that group of people there.
The commissioner of the Yuckback. Big loss on the play. Inside handoff.
They're just running the ball. They need to stretch this field. They need to try to do something. Right here, I just think, you know, that just, I don't know.
.521 and counting. I mean, you're right. It looks like Havre de Grace at this point doesn't have a spark, and you know, almost like they have realized that they are up against a team that they just can't defeat.
Right.
Now you're down by 3 touchdowns with only 5 minutes to go. That's a very tall order. But Cody Holliday has the kind of arm he could bring his team back.
You got to try something and stretch the field.
And that's what he's doing right here. Looking for Robinson. It's going to be almost intercepted and overthrown. Jamal McDonald has the ball go off his fingertips. Looking for Paul Robinson was Holliday, and that'll bring up 4th down.
What do you do, Don, if you're Havre de Grace? You go for it or what?
Well, I don't think so. I think the chances of picking up a 4th down and 15 yards, and you're still so deep in your territory, I'm just not sure if it's a wise play to make, even though you've got time running out on you. You don't want to just give Aberdeen a touchdown, and that's what you'd be doing if you didn't pick up the first.
Uh-huh.
A lot of new numbers in there for Aberdeen, and some of those uniforms you can see a little different. It's looks like the old Steeler uniforms when they used to have the shoulder pads in gold. We're going to come back with you in just a moment. We'll cut away with our score 20-0, 4:51 left in this game. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back with you at Aberdeen High School. We had to change our tape there, a little secret. Oh, we shouldn't tell them that. No, we just took a little break because we were trying to thaw out here. We're back with you as Cody Holliday kicked the ball away. He didn't miss a thing. Ball comes down short into Aberdeen, actually still in Havre de Grace territory at the 46-yard line. So Aberdeen will take over with 4:41 left in the game, up by 20-0. Looks like a lot of new numbers are coming in for Aberdeen. Try to get some of those numbers for you. Number 9 is Ian White into the ball game. I'm stealing Mark's roster sheet here to give you some of the numbers. Also, 84 is Joshua Kelly in at a wide receiver.
Number 5 at quarterback is...
That's James Bell. Bell is a junior, 6'3", 180-pounder. Number 9 is Ian White. He's the up back. Avery Willie, still in the ball game as a running back. No gain on the play as he's taken down by Cody Holliday, along with number 32, and that's Mike Powell. No gain, 2nd down. In fact, he lost about a half yard.
They're just going to be probably just running this clock out here. They won't be throwing the ball here.
Pitch back. That's going to Jamal Green. Green still on his feet.
He was carrying that ball loose there, and that's why it came out. He wasn't tucked, didn't have that ball tucked. He's got to tuck that ball in.
And also going out of bounds. Certainly Joe Harbert didn't want that to happen. The clock stops at 3:54 with Aberdeen leading by 20-0. More new numbers coming in. Giovanni Gonzalez, number 3 in the ball game. As Galloway comes out, Jamal Green comes out. Giovanni Gonzalez is the tailback, 5'8", 160-pound senior. Bell, the quarterback, avoids 1 tackler, avoids 2 tacklers, still on his feet, and takes it out of bounds. Boy, Bell showed some great footwork that time.
Yeah, he looks like he's got some good speed. Boy, he could be a promise in the future for Aberdeen there.
Bell, 6'3", 180 pounds junior, so like Anthony Hill last year when he watched Aaron Henderson, Bell is watching Anthony Hill, and next year will be his turn perhaps. Here comes a replay for you. Watch the quick feet here. He avoids one tackler. He avoids a second tackler, a third tackler, and then just takes it out of bounds.
Well, you want to keep that clock running. You want to try and stay in bounds there.
McDonald to punt it away. Another, oops, he drops the ball. Now he's going to try to run. He's hemmed in and throws the ball, completes it, but they're going to say...
We have linemen downfield everywhere.
It was a good idea. The ball was completed to Richard Fortin, but it's going to come back, and that's going to cost Aberdeen some yards, and they'll turn the ball over as well.
Well, I thought he was throwing to a lineman. I mean, I saw 7 and a 54. I didn't know who he was throwing to.
He threw to an eligible receiver. Unfortunately, linemen were already downfield expecting the punt. Now, that should be loss of down, which would take the ball away from Aberdeen, plus it'll be a penalty, so it'll give Havre de Grace some good field position.
Yeah, they should get the ball back. They should get Havre de Grace should get the ball back here in good field position.
Yeah, they're putting the ball down at the 37-yard, 38-yard line of Aberdeen. It'll be Havre de Grace ball. 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go. They're down by 3 touchdowns, 20-0.
First down, Havre de Grace. From the Aberdeen 40-yard line.
Warriors would, of course, like to do nothing better than to break this shutout. And, of course, obviously Aberdeen would like to maintain the shutout. 20-0, 3:33 left in the game. Mark, as we're issuing our thanks, I want to thank you for being my partner all year long. You have added a dimension that I just can't express to you how much I appreciate you coming out here, volunteering your time and your expertise. It's been wonderful.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Don, and I just, I think we need to thank you for your expertise and how well you just keep these games flowing. You do a tremendous job, and I know it's experience that gives you the, easiness to do these games as fluidly as you do. It's amazing. It's a gift and a talent that not many people would have, so you do a great job.
Oh, stop, Mark. Come on, stop it. You're making me blush here. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's just the cold that's making me blush. Cody Holliday to throw the ball. Throwing it downfield, looking for someone. McDonald is the closest man. He does get the interception. Is he inbounds? Yes, he is at the 2-yard line. Jamal McDonald with the interception.
That ball is just thrown up for grabs, and just like a punt.
He's had a couple of chances, has McDonald tonight. That time he cradled it into his stomach and took it out of bounds. So Aberdeen will get the ball back. 3:25, they're up by 20-0.
I should about do it. Aberdeen will just run the clock out. One or two first downs will definitely close this game out.
Here comes a replay on it. You'll see this long pass that McDonald, sort of like a center fielder, just goes back and makes that catch. Holliday throws it just about as far as he can, and McDonald has the interception, and as you saw, did stay in bounds with the ball. Inside handoff.
Stingy defense there. They're still playing hard-nosed football down there.
Ball at the 2-yard line, looking for a fumble recovery, maybe get a quick touchdown, and who knows, you score once, you get an onside kick, you score again. Hey, it could happen. Not likely, but it could.
Well, we're under 3 minutes now, so here comes out Cam Stokes coming out.
If you're Aberdeen, you just really want to make sure you do everything right. You want to get out of this ball game without injuries, and you want to get out of it with some momentum.
That's for sure.
Keep the clock running, 2:42 and 2:41.
Now it's close to being a safety there, so they got to give themselves some breathing room there and try to keep this clock running. You don't want to get a safety here and have to go through, kick the ball off. to
Of course,
Havre de Grace.
as you know, if they have to punt the ball away, you can't touch that in line. If you do, that's a safety as well. So you're right, Mark. They'd love to get the ball out around the 10-yard line so they have some room to punt it away.
Yeah, but it's really close. It's down there right on the one-yard line, and Havre de Grace is really just sending the house.
Josh Montague in the ball game. He's number 88, flanking out here to the near side.
You may have to throw a pass here just to get out of there.
James Bell, the quarterback, hands it off inside. It's again very close to, and it is a safety for Havre de Grace as they try to get the ball wedged out, but they cannot get it done. And the Warriors come up and knock down the ball carrier, and they get a 2-point. So that'll make it 20-2, and Aberdeen will have to kick it off from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's.
Give the Warriors credit. I mean, they came up and just peeled their ears back and said, hey, we're going to try to tackle this guy in the end zone, and they were able to do that.
Yeah, I was thinking they push that ball out of there so they can run that clock and run it down the series here. Now they got to go through their special teams and get all that group on the field and get them ready to go and punt or kick to Havre de Grace, who's going to get pretty good field position.
And they'll spoil a shutout, do the Warriors, by getting that safety. 20-2 now the score, 1:54 left in the game. Aberdeen has its choice. They can either punt the ball. It looks like they're going to do the place kick that Jamal McDonald will kick it off from his 20-yard line.
Yeah, he'll probably just squib it down there and hope for good coverage.
With just 1:54 left in the game, again, the chances of Havre de Grace coming back and winning the ball game are pretty slim and none at this point, but they'd certainly love to get a touchdown and perhaps a 2-point conversion and make it 20-10, make the final score look a little closer at least.
Yeah.
Here's McDonald. Hits the high kick. It's going to be a short kick, though.
That guy's got to field the ball.
It's going to be a free ball picked up by Aberdeen. That is a free ball, and the Eagles will have the ball. A mental mistake by Havre de Grace. That's a free ball once it goes 10 yards.
That's a free ball. That's Aberdeen's football. And I was wondering what that front line was, or second line, where the receiving team was doing. He just watched the ball go over his head.
And just sort of lay there. The Eagle didn't catch his number. It looks like it might have been, could have been 33. That's who Joe Harbert's congratulating. Also congratulating Jamal Green as well. So I'm not sure who picked it up, but in any event, the Eagles do get the ball back, leading by 20-2 with 1:48 left in the game.
What a break for the Eagles.
Bell pitches it, coming our way. That's Christopher Bullock. Flags go down. 2 flags are down at the point of attack.
We're going to get a holding here.
Stops the clock again. Joe Harbert would love just to see that clock continue to run.
Yeah, this last 3 minutes have taken longer than a whole quarter.
Yeah, you're right. The third quarter had gone, as you said, almost 12 minutes in actual elapsed time. Holding will push them back inside Aberdeen territory. No, actually, it's still just about at the 50-yard line, nosing into Havre de Grace territory. All that Aberdeen wants to do is just keep that clock running. New player goes into the ball game. That's Andrew Steffen, number 71. Pitch back to Green. Cuts it inside. He's taken off his feet. Good tackle made by James Brown. Just as Green tried to cut it back, Brown took him down. 1:27, 1:26 left in the game. Tom Zarensis, the principal here at Aberdeen. Matt Roberts, the athletic director. Val Cooper, the assistant principal.
Melvin Johnson's here.
I saw Melvin, you're right, the other assistant principal.
And they have a new AP, and I don't recall
Miss
her.
McComas. Now, yeah. I met her the other day and apologized for not having met her before. Doing a nice job as well. Bell to throw the ball. There's a surprise. It's caught and out of bounds. The catch is made by Welton Armstrong. James Bell put that ball up very well on the run. It's going to be a first down. No, it's still short of the first down.
He was in bounds. He should be, the clock should still be running.
Did they say he was knocked out of bounds?
I don't know, but
the clock is not running, and that's a home clock. I was very surprised to see Bell put the ball up. They must have said he was out of bounds, Mark, because
you're right.
Clock is not started yet. Still short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and about 4. Bell gives it off to his halfback, Ian White. White's going to be close to the first down. He's got to get inside the 30, almost to the 29. 39, 38, 37 seconds left in the game. Just about one more snap, and that should end this ball game and send Aberdeen to an 8-2 record for their final regular season game. Haverty Grace will fall to 5-5. Warriors to 4-2 in the Susquehanna division, and Aberdeen to a perfect 6-0. They'll win the first ever Susquehanna division of the UCBAC championship.
Yeah, congratulations to Aberdeen in winning that championship, and good luck to them going into the playoffs. And I guess we'll find out Sunday night, Monday morning, who they're going to probably play in the playoffs. We may be able to find out a little bit earlier.
Clock stopped for momentarily as they reset the chains, and that is the end of the ball game as Aberdeen wins it by a final score of 20-2. They'll go now to 8-2 on the season, 6-0 in the league. Haverty Grace will drop to 5-5 and 4-2. Thanks for tuning in here at Aberdeen High School as the arch rival between Aberdeen and Haverty Grace is over, and Aberdeen wins it by a final score of 20-2 here at Aberdeen. We'll come back with some post-game activities in just a moment. Well, welcome back to Aberdeen, cold Aberdeen, where we're just beginning to thaw out a little bit, but these young men standing next to me, not cold at all. Let's talk to Don Jacobs first. Don, you came in from the state of Washington this year to join the Aberdeen Eagles. How's it been coming in your first year as your senior year?
Well, they treated me pretty well. I came in last year so I could mesh with the team a lot better, so there was no animosity or any, so I can get to know everybody. Things have worked out pretty good.
It surely has. Tell me about that big 60-yard run. You just seemed to break it, and then there was no catching you. Tell me about it.
Coach Spence, every time I get one of those, I usually trip up. And right when I tripped, I was like, I'm not going down. The first person that popped in my head was him. And that was just...
You were able to maintain your feet. You're right. You almost lost it and went down on your own.
It happened again. I did lose my feet on another run, but we got the W. That's all that matters.
Talk about this young man standing next to me. He plays guard for you. He opens a lot of holes for you, doesn't he?
On offense and defense. He made a lot of plays on defense as well. He started last year on offense, and I noticed that when I watched film on him last year, he's a big contributor.
Don, now you've got a chance to duplicate. Last year, this team went all the way and won the state title. That's a big order to live up to, but I know you're dedicated to doing that.
Yeah, I think we can do it. We got the people in the right spots, and tonight we haven't put together a game where we fight off on all cylinders. I think once we do that, we'll be in good shape.
Wonderful. Now, of course, tonight's game, you're new to the area, so perhaps they don't mean quite as much to you playing Haverty Grace. Have you learned about this rivalry?
I was born in Haverty Grace. I moved away in like the 5th grade, so I know about it. I played with some of the Park and Rec, played on Bulldogs with some of them and some of the guys on our team, so I'm familiar with everybody, so it really wasn't nothing new.
So you knew what this is all about. Playing Haverty Grace, even though it was for the Susquehanna title, it was important just playing this team.
It was very important. Senior night, wanted to take the league 6-0 right now in the league, and showing that we don't need to be down in the lower division, so we need to be moved up.
So you win the championship of the Susquehanna division, and now you move on to the playoffs. Any idea who you're going to play next week?
I have no clue. Maybe Rising Sun or not Stephen Decatur, but Kent Island maybe, one of those 2-3 teams. Maybe North Hartford. But whoever we play, we'll put up a good fight.
Whoever it is, you have to take that step. Let's stay right with me here. Let's go over and talk to Cam. Cam, you play two ways. You play great offensive line. You play linebacker as well, actually nose tackle. Great game tonight. How did you feel about the way you played in your team?
I felt that we were extra confident to come out here and do everything. We came to execute and stuff, but even though it was
in the second quarter and stuff, we were letting down a little bit. We still stepping up more defense. This defense was a major call this season.
Now, you had the big runs. Avery Willie, who ran for 26 yards for the touchdown, and the man over here ran that big 60-yard. That broke it open for you.
Oh, yeah. I just had to get them to score, and I was just seeing to make key plays. And my back's taken in. I know I can do it, and I know they can do it. So we all as a team, and the offensive line, we all blocked well. We was a great line. And, like, we just can't improve without them. Everybody out in the state that we ain't just a joke and stuff, that we coming back and just to be 2A state champs again. We're trying to accomplish a goal.
That'd be wonderful. Now you're 8-2. You've got some momentum going into the playoffs, and next week you're healthy. It looks like you guys are set to go for another run.
Yes, we are. We are definitely ready to prepare. We're going to practice hard and execute and everything.
Well, wonderful. Congratulations. Congratulations on beating Havre de Grace, on winning the Susquehanna Division, and going into the playoffs.
Thank you.
That's Cam Stokes and Don Jacobs. Don, thank you so much. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
There they go, Don and Cam. You guys go and get warm. I'm going to bring my partner in here. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care now.
Good luck to the playoffs.
Well, two fine young men, two well-spoken young men, and two guys who deserve to be champions.
Definitely. They both played an excellent game. I mean, Cam Stokes was able to open those holes up, and boy, defensively, I was just impressed with the way he was able to, from his nose guard position, just to control the line of scrimmage and make some big plays, just moving down that line of scrimmage and making some big tackles. Boy, I saw a couple big ones that he had. And for, is it Don Jacobs?
Don Jacobs.
Great job running the ball tonight, and they're going to be a force to reckon with in the playoffs. And I think they may be putting some things together for the next couple of weeks, and hopefully they'll advance fairly far and maybe get to the state playoffs or finals again this year.
Of course, it's nice to have a guy like Don Jacobs come in at the, he comes in as his senior year, and you need a running back, and so you get one from the state of Washington.
And he's a definite positive addition to the staff here, and they got some decent depth at the running back position with Avery and Jacobs there, and they're able to keep fresh legs moving people in and out. So I think they're well set for the playoffs, and they're going to go as far as those legs will take them.
Mark Busminski, let's go over the game real quickly. The first touchdown occurred in the second period. No scoring in that first period. It was Avery Willie, 26 yards. McDonald added the extra point. That made it 7-0 at 9:19. Then about 4 minutes later at 5:21, the young man you met just a moment ago, Don Jacobs, went 60 yards for the touchdown. McDonald added the extra point. It's 14-0 at the half. Then in the fourth period, capping a 13-play drive, it was a 15-yard run on a quarterback's draw by Anthony Hill. The kick for the extra point was no good. It was 20-0 with 6:27 left in the game. And then the shutout was spoiled. It was a safety for Havre de Grace as they captured Aberdeen in their own end zone, and that made it 20-2, and that's how the game finished. Aberdeen 8-2. They are 6-0 in the Susquehanna Division. They win the Susquehanna Division. Havre de Grace falls to 5-5, and they're 4-2. They end up in second place. Mark, a great season. Thanks again for your expertise and for joining us on another year of the Hartford Cable Network, bringing you high school sports.
My pleasure, and it's just always great to get out here with the staff from HCN and you, and just able to get to see the array of talent throughout the county on the football field. It's just enjoyable to do.
Great fun. Thank you again for tuning in all season long. We'll be back with you in the winter season as we bring you another season on the Hartford Cable Network. I'm Don Morrison, my partner Mark Busminski. Our final score from Aberdeen High School, it's the Aberdeen Eagles 20 and the Havre de Grace Warriors 2. Good night, everyone.
You've been watching the HCN Sports presentation of the High School Game of the Week, showcasing the finest in local prep sports from around the county. Brought to you by Hartford Cable Network, your county connection.